listens to Yankton. KYNT FM 1021 and AM 1450. Yankton's home team.
This is YHS Nation on the KYNT Hy-Vee pregame show, where we highlight extracurricular activities at Yankton High School weekly. Now, with YHS Nation, here's Tell Tanner.
Want to welcome you into YHS Nation. This is Tell Tanner. Tonight, the Yankton High School is going to be presenting The Taming of the Shrew this weekend at the Yankton High School Theater. Shows are set for this Friday, Saturday, and Monday at 7 p.m. Yankton High School instructor Keith Gayden is directing the play, and he says the play is a classic Shakespearean comedy.
Essentially, he had copied an old Greek farce. The rich merchant has two daughters, and he won't marry off the younger one who's in more demand until he marries off the first one, and the first one is notorious for being a shrew, kind of a outspoken young lady. And Petruchio comes along and says, well, I'd love that opportunity, and sets about doing the task. That's kind of the skinny on it, I guess.
Sounds like a good idea to me. And you know what? This is going to be a good time to take your mind off of life for a little bit. That's what Gayden told me.
Live theater, it's a funny show. We put a modern spin on it, so it's a different telling than what you normally would see. As far as, you want to laugh, think about something else for a little while, then we provide a pretty good opportunity for that. And I think we've got a pretty talented group of kids to do that as well. So I think people at Yankton are very supportive of the arts, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
This cast was announced in June, and the student actors have practiced regularly through the summer and the fall. Gayden is estimating that they've had approximately 40 rehearsals to date, and it all starts tomorrow night. I am really looking forward to this one. This is KYNT. Let's go ahead and start the pregame show. Send it right to Bryce Ladwig and Jacob Wirtz up in Watertown on KYNT.
Yankton touchdown!
It's time for Bucks football on KYNT and KYNTV. Bucks football is brought to you by
1919 Root Beer, American Foods Group, Culver's, Gerstner Oil, JJ Benji's, Checkers, Mount Marty University, MT and RC Smith Insurance, Olson Pest Technicians, Overland Rehab, Shop Easy, Sherco, Truxedo, USD Athletics, Yankton Computer and Network Services, Yankton Medical Clinic, Yankton Rexall, Vision Real Estate, Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance, South Dakota Attorney General, Mason Schramm, Vision Real Estate, Hy-Vee, Rhonda Westland State Farm, Buell's Cleaners, Core Trust Bank, First Chiropractic Centers, Thrivent Financial, First Dakota National Bank, Avera, Vision Care Associates, Billion Auto.
Now let's go to the field with KYNT color analyst Jacob Wirtz and the voice of Yankton Bucks football, KYNT sports director Bryce Ladwig.
Well, good Thursday night to you, Yankton. We are here at Watertown Stadium. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV. Bryce Ladwig alongside Jacob Wirtz here at beautiful Watertown Stadium, historic Watertown Stadium, Jacob.
Absolutely. I was looking around the stadium here earlier when we first got here, and it says it was built in 1941, Bryce. That's about as old as you, isn't it?
Just about, I mean, I am 30, but I didn't think I was that old, but no, it's a nice stadium. I must say I'm very cozy in this booth, and obviously very gracious hosts, Watertown, but old stadium means kind of old style stuff, and by that I mean this booth is tiny. It's so, you were just right outside the booth. Talking, we both couldn't fit in here.
I am, yeah. We had not enough space, and so we came out and decided to have our camera guy Josh Bolter right above us.
Yes,
and then I'm right below you, actually. So
you're amongst the people.
Absolutely,
that's the way we like it. All right, last week Yankton fell to Brookings at Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium, 35-20. Watertown fell to Mitchell, 27-13. And so both these teams looking to end the regular season on a win. And most importantly, Jacob, the team would never tell you that they're thinking about this. It's always, the opponent this week. But This is basically a playoff positioning game. The winner of this game, more than likely, and I know we haven't gotten out the big calculator yet, but I'm 95% positive in saying this, that the winner of this game will host this other team at their stadium next Thursday for the first round of the 11 AA playoffs.
Absolutely, Bryce. You're exactly right. It's looking that way. Yankton right now sits at the 4 seed, which means they would host in the first round. They're at 40.375 seed points. Watertown right next to them, though, at number 5. Right below them at 3-5 record and 39.750. So it's less than one full seed point away from each other. And Aberdeen Central sitting there at 6th. They're right below Watertown. So that 4, 5, 6 spots, those are up for grabs tonight.
Yeah, another thing to mention I found pretty noteworthy is this is the first time Yankton has played on grass, actual natural grass, since October 18th, 2019 in a game. They do practice on grass a lot of the time. But obviously, like you and I know, Jacob, that playing on grass is different than practicing on grass, and the coaches would say the same thing. But it's the first time since October 18th, 2019 in Douglas.
2 years ago.
Yeah, and I'm looking for speed to be a little bit different. Obviously, they always say the speed of the turf, and we'll see how that changes things. Vision of the game brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Jacob, I'm thinking it's picking up the blitz. That is something that, against Brookings, Yankton did struggle with, is picking up the blitz, and that's going to be a big one here.
It is. Last week Brookings was able to get pressure on the quarterback, get pressure on Riken, really kind of stuff the running game as well. So definitely the offensive line's going to have to play better tonight and try to get some holes opened up in that running game and give Riken time to throw. And speaking of Riken, he obviously needs his receivers. They need to be more aggressive off the line. We've talked to Coach Hale and many a wide receiver, anyone that has to do with the offense and the coaching staff, just saying that while they do have some of the best receivers in the state, it's getting open off of the line that has been an issue at some points. And so looking for that to change here tonight against a very tough Watertown defense, and we'll see how that all plays out. I want to thank our sportscaster partners, Yankton Computer Network Services, for your complete personal and business computer solutions. Rely on Yankton Computer and Network Services. Wishing the best of luck to the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles this season. And Pizza Ranch for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway. Call 665-1222. And State Farm Roy Wilcox has been helping customers get to a better state for 100 years, no matter where you are in life, to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. That's Roy Wilcox, State Farm, proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks. And finally, Floor Tech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech, 665-4839. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our standings review. This is Yankton Bucks football here at Watertown Stadium, the last week of the regular season. We'll be back.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
Where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
You've received a call or text message indicating there's a problem with your cell phone, your taxes, your Medicare benefits, or your utilities. And the only way to get it cleared up is to either put funds on a gift card or send cash. All of these are scams designed to obtain your hard-earned funds. Contact the Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 1-800-300-1986. Another red flag is the call or text comes in after work hours or on the weekend. Don't become a victim. Let Consumer Protection do some checking for you before you send any funds.
When you're ready to root on the home team, make sure the celebration includes 1919 root beer. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. In addition, 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no corn syrup, gluten, or caffeine, and should be served cold or over ice cream. Available in 12-packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. Try it today.
Locally owned businesses help build strong communities, and that's true with Triple Time Rudy's. You get a locally owned business that offers fuel discounts for Yankton's largest employers, supports local schools and events, and carries quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and Kaler Locker meats that customers love. Triple Time Rudy's is conveniently located at 17th and Broadway for your daily fill-ups and convenience needs. So pull in to Triple Time Rudy's today.
At Culver's, we cook our butter burgers pretty much the same as you would at home. Only our 3-cut blend of fresh beef will do. Then you'll need to master our signature press and sear technique. You may want to practice a few thousand times. Add real Wisconsin cheese, top with a lightly buttered toasted bun, and serve yourself with a big warm smile.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole cook-to-order butter burger thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's in Yankton, located at 3208 Broadway Avenue.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
A quick family meal doesn't always mean a stop at the drive-thru window. After a busy day of running, just light up the grill and put on some Sheboygans. Sheboygan brats, natural casing wieners, or all-beef stadium or quarterback hot dogs make a quick, easy, and delicious meal.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
All right, welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. It is time for our standings review, brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda help you determine and achieve your financial goals. All right, T-Area is on top of Class AA, 8-0 record, 44.3 seed points. Pierre is number 2, 7-1 record, 43.3 seed points. Brookings is number 3, 6-2 record, 42.3 seed points. And Jacob, for the second straight season, the ESD Championship, the de facto ESD Championship, is being held in Brookings. Last year, it was Yankton versus Pierre, and Brookings won the ESD title, but now Pierre is having to go into Brookings and try to win it this year.
Yeah, that should be a big one tonight, just down the road here, down the interstate in Brookings. Brookings with 2 losses on the year, Pierre with 1, so that should be a good one.
Of course, the Yankton Bucks 4-4 on the season, 40.37 seed points. Watertown hot on their tail, 3-5 record, 39.75 seed points, which is why we're saying whoever wins this game will be hosting the other team at their stadium next week. So if the Bucks fall, we're probably going to be right back here, Jacob. And if the Bucks win, Watertown will have to come to us. Aberdeen Central in 6th, 3-5 record, 39.3 seed points. Mitchell is in 7th, 2-6 record, 39.1 seed points. Huron is in 8th, 2-6 record, 38.7 seed points, and that it would be the last playoff team if the season were to end right now. But Sturgis is 2-6 as well, and 38 seed points flat. Spearfish in 10th, 3-5 record, 37.8, and Douglas is on the bottom, 0-8 record, 35.2 seed points. That is your standings review, brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have our pregame interview with Coach Brady Muth. This is Yankton Bucks football here at Watertown Stadium on KYNT, KYNTV.
What does your phone and an auto show have in common? When you go to BillionAuto.com, everything. Start searching over 7,000 vehicles instantly. Chevys, Kias, GMCs, Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Rams, and much more. Plus, negotiate your best deal on all pre-owned vehicles and apply for credit pre-approval, all within a matter of minutes. 17 new car brands and thousands of used cars, all in the palm of your hand. It's like an auto show every day at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted. Not all will be approved.
This fall, sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip in from the rough. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank.
Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat and catch the game. Whether it's dine in or carry out, Checkers menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and of course, wings. With 17 specialty wing flavors, there's a sauce for everyone, like buffalo, spicy garlic, and honey chipotle. And don't forget to try their sauce of the month. You can get all these hot and ready to eat daily from 11 to 11. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill, 689-2244.
Looking for a new look for your business?
JJ Benji's is a great source for new company clothing for you and your employees.
Now, if you don't know what to get or what's new, JJ Benji's can help.
JJ Benji's has lots of ideas on what the hottest apparel items are, the most popular styles or material. There's always something new to get, and JJ Benji's is on top of it.
For screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your business, JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, downtown Yankton.
Look up. See that steeple on the hill? That's Mount Marty University, the region's premier Catholic university focused on academic excellence and student success. While you're exploring Yankton, stop by our campus, take a tour, meet our faculty, experience all of our changes and growth, and start imagining yourself as a Lancer. Now is the time to begin exploring your next big move. Visit mountmarty.edu and see yourself here.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show on KYNT and KYNTV. It's time for the pregame coaches interview, brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. You can find it on tap at Charlie's Pizza or in large cans at Yankton Hy-Vee. Now let's go to the pregame interview.
All right, being joined by Yankton Bucks head coach Brady Muth. Coach, how we doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I am doing excellent. Obviously, a big matchup versus Watertown here. And this is a rivalry that is kind of rekindled, right? It's been a few years since Yankton and Watertown squared up.
It's been a while. I know I was at the last time we played Watertown. But, the neat thing about our staff is there's so many Yankton guys on our staff right now. Listen, a rivalry is only a big deal if it's big to the players. But it has been fun this week, going to practice with, a lot of former Bucks that are pretty excited about playing Watertown again. And so even yesterday, practice, Coach Shield was pretty worked up into a froth, into a lather about getting to play Watertown again. And so I think when the kids see that, I think they maybe understand, these guys that are playing now have never played Watertown, the varsity football game. And so they don't understand maybe the history of it. They're 16, 17, 18 years old. They don't understand history at all, but they're going to get a taste of it Friday, and I'm excited for them.
The players, when Coach Shield gets worked up, is it more cool or is it a little scary for the players?
It's batten down the hatches and run for your lives. It's, that guy gets going. You either need to get on his level quickly or you need to go away. And so the kids can see that, and it's good for them. Like I said, every game you go into, it's a chore, it's work, and that's okay. We enjoy that, but this one is a little bit more fun just because of maybe the history of it and getting to start something new.
Schematically, what can you tell me about Watertown and how you square up?
Yeah, Watertown on offense likes to spread them out. They're a 4 wide, 2x2, 3x1 team. A lot of 11 personnel, so they only have one tight end on the field. Sometimes it's just 10 personnel. There's no tight ends on the field, and so they've got athletes. If you go to a conference track meet, you'll see that Watertown typically has very, very good athletes, and that's no different this year. And they also have a lot of size on defense. They, because they have more big guys. Look back and look how many teams we played this year that have an odd front. A lot of teams play odd fronts because linemen are such a valuable commodity, and putting 4 out there at a time on defense is tough. Watertown can do that. They've got 4 pretty big guys. They end up rotating that D-line rotation ends up against 6 or 7. But they're big, strong, physical guys. They've got really good linebackers. Safety play is really good. So it creates a challenge for a team because they can defend you well in the run game with their 4 downs and then force you to throw into coverage, which can create problems.
Well, Coach, good luck in the matchup. Looking forward to an excellent football game. We'll talk to you, I guess, Thursday. We're going to pre-record for the coaches show, or Friday, rather, for the coaches show on Saturday.
Sounds great.
All right, that was Coach Brady Muth, Yankton Bucks football. We're going to go ahead and take a break, come back, and continue here on the Hy-Vee pregame show.
Fall sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athlete back in the game in no time, offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
A physical therapy plan of care is completely individualized to you, the patient. I'm Dave Holland, physical therapist at Overland Rehab. If you have had a shoulder injury or surgery and have been prescribed physical therapy, we'll address your unique goals and recovery with a plan designed just for you. Contact Overland Rehab for convenient appointments in 8 locations in Northeast Nebraska and right here in Yankton, located on West 8th Street, otherwise known as the Lake Road.
When it's time for school, it's time to stop at Cenex. You can fill up your car with high-quality gas and fill up your stomach with a quick breakfast. Maybe most important of all, you can fill up your mug with hot coffee. So all you students and teachers, skip the snooze button and head into Cenex on your way to school. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience and wishes all area students and faculty a thriving, successful school year.
With grain carts getting bigger and better every year, don't you think it's time to outfit them accordingly? Sherco's 4500 Series HD electric tarp works seamlessly with existing Sherlock tarps. The heavy-duty extruded arms are the strongest on the market and come with a lifetime warranty. Operating is easy and convenient with one of our smart remote options that let you open and close your tarp with the push of a button. Call to order yours today at 1-800-474-8756. Make it Sherco.
What do you want to do when you retire? Whatever your dreams, you have the power to help make them a reality. Meet with a thriving financial professional and explore options that can help you prepare for retirement. Options you may not even be aware of. For more than 100 years, Thrivent Financial has been helping Christians be wise with money. Contact me, Gavin Zimmerman, at 605-260-4964, and I can help you retire with confidence.
All right, welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Jacob Ertz alongside myself, Bryce Ladwig. Jacob, this stadium is older, 1941, as we said, very classic, but there is a special feel to it.
There is, yeah. It's kind of a wraparound stadium with a baseball field on the west end.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's really unique there. You don't see that too often anymore. And it's just really kind of neat. You got the old setting kind of towards the west, and to the east they've got a new locker room and new concession stand, things like that. At least it looks newer. So yeah, kind of a little bit of both old and new mixed.
Yeah, it's all working itself together. Special welcome to those watching at Bro Burger, our KYNTV watch party location. Say goodbye to boring burgers and hello to Bro Burgers. Bro Burger Bar offers over 15 unique burgers for every taste bud and is KYNT's official Yankton High School Athletics watch party location. Catch all the KYNTV broadcasts on the big screens at Bro Burger Bar, open daily at 11 in the Meridian District. Colors of the game brought to you by Buell's Cleaners. Buell's offers dry cleaning, laundry, and business services like linens, rags, rugs, and uniforms. Buell's Cleaners, 444 3rd Street in Yankton. Yankton in their road whites, red numbers, and Watertown in their home purple, gold numbers and outlines. Time for our national anthem. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
No two breasts are the same. They're different sizes, different density, and they change over time. Sometimes they develop breast cancer. If you notice changes in your breast, call your provider to schedule a mammogram. Starting at age 40, put getting a mammogram with the Vera Breast Center on your yearly to-do list. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, Rhonda Westland, who also brings relief with all your home and auto insurance needs.
Add it all up.
How much of your average day is spent at work? A lot.
Shouldn't your work then feel like a second home?
Well, that's what you'll find at Truxedo.
We focus on a fun family environment at Truxedo.
We still do company events, fun theme days, even baking challenges.
We are currently hiring for weekend and evening team members.
If your current employer is just a place to work,
apply online now at truxedo.com/careers.
And join the Truxedo family.
Camp in the gun. He'll take the snap low. Passes left side. Caught inside the end zone. Touchdown, South Dakota.
The 15th ranked Coyote football team returns to the Dakota Dome this Saturday. Brought to you by Pepsi, the Coyotes host the Redbirds of Illinois State. Kickoff is set for 1 o'clock to celebrate their national ranking of number 15. Tickets are available for just $15. Visit goyotes.com/tickets for more information. We are South Dakota.
All right, welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. And it is time for officials of the game, brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the field. And Jacob, our program doesn't even have them listed, so I'm just going to go ahead and say they're going to do a dandy job, and we appreciate them.
Exactly, yeah. They always do, don't they, Bryce?
Oh, yes, oh, yes. The starting lineup is brought to you by First Chiropractic Center, Whole Health with hands-on healing. Jacob, I'll let you go ahead and do Yankton, then I will give you Watertown starters.
All right, sounds good, Bryce. Starting tonight at quarterback for Yankton, it's going to be Rugby Riken, the 6-foot junior. At the running back position, it's going to be Gavin Swanson. He is the 5'10 junior. At one wide receiver, it's going to be number 81, Cameron Zarbach. He's a 6'3 senior. At the other wide receiver position, it's going to be Tyler Soler, the 6-foot junior. At one tight end, it's going to be Max Robb, a 6'2 senior, and the other tight end is going to be Jaden Krall, the 6'5 senior. At the offensive line positions, it's going to be starting, it's going to be Zach McKee, a 5'11 senior, Kason Storr, a 6'4 junior, Bodie Rutledge, a 6'2 senior, Carson Hawk, a 6'3 senior, and Dominic Antrobus, a 5'10 junior.
And then for Watertown's defense, get into that here. Ben Altoff, the 5'10 senior linebacker. Cole Holden, the 6-foot senior defensive back. Hunter Wenches, the 6'2 senior defensive lineman. Reese Stark is one of the other defensive backs, 5'10 senior. Mac Johnson, a 6'2 senior linebacker. Devin Lewis, 6'1 defensive lineman senior. Colin Dingzer, 6'1 senior. He is at defensive back. Mason Cordell, 5'9 senior defensive back. Mac Young, a 5'11 senior linebacker. And Tanner Waitchie, 6-foot junior. He is a defensive lineman. And finally, Brock Etrimes. He is a 6-foot defensive lineman and is a sophomore. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by First Chiropractic Center, Whole Health with Hands on Healing. The American Foods Group and Sheboygan Kickoff is around the corner. And Jacob, actually this weekend, I will be having some Sheboygan, so I'm really looking forward to it.
There you go. I've never had it, but I'm sure it's pretty good.
Is this your way of saying I wasn't invited? So, you are invited, Jacob.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right. We'll make that happen. But it's brought to you by American Foods Group and Sheboygan. The opening drive of the game is brought to you by Gerstner Oil and Triple Time Rudy's. No matter what you drive, make sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's. 5 cents off each gallon of fuel tomorrow. I will say that again. Tomorrow, in support of the Bucks, 5 cents off each gallon of fuel at Triple Time Rudy's. Why wouldn't you do that?
It's a pretty good deal to me, I think.
Especially with fuel the way it is right now.
Exactly.
And so we are waiting for the American Foods Group and Sheboygan kickoff. Good crowd on hand here at Watertown. Very supportive of their arrows, Jacob. And like I said before, you are amongst the people.
I am. I am right down below you, Bryce, standing actually. And yeah, it's going to be a fun one. A little chilly tonight, but we'll take it.
And for those just joining us, as a reminder that this is basically a de facto playoff positioning, kind of a playoff game in a sense. Winner of this game will be hosting, more than likely, this other team that they're facing tonight at their stadium next Thursday for the opening round of the Class 11 AA playoffs. So a lot is on the line as we move forward here in Watertown. These two have not faced each other for nearly a decade, so it's been quite a long time. A classic rivalry, as we heard Coach Brady Muth talk about, and it's being rekindled here at Watertown Stadium.
Absolutely, and these ESD games, there's been so much history there with the ESD conference and so many state champions and things like that, so both these teams getting to renew that rivalry, and we'll see what happens here tonight. It should be a good one.
Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to it, and as we also mentioned earlier, it's the first time that Yankton is playing a game on grass since October 18th, 2019. So it has been some time since Yankton has played on grass, and so Watertown is to receive, and so Yankton deferred, and so Yankton and Trevor Paulson and special teams will be kicking off, and we're moments away from Yankton Bucks football.
And Bryce, we're going to get to see this Yankton defense, which has played well for much of the season. We're going to get to see them go up against one of the best quarterbacks in Class 11 AA in Drew Norberg, and one of the best wide receivers in Class 11 AA in Cole Holden. They both respectively, right now, some of the statistical leaders in Class 11 AA. Drew Norberg second right now in Class 11 AA in passing yards coming into this game, also second in passing touchdowns, and Cole Holden second in receiving yards and in receiving touchdowns as well. So a good combo there with Norberg and Holden. We'll see how this Yankton defense holds up early on against them.
All right, and we have Trevor Paulson, big right leg, about to kick off to Watertown. Back to receive for Watertown. It looks to be Lucas Woods. Or no, that's Ethan Rempfer. And on the other side, we have... It's hard to tell sometimes, Jacob, especially where we're at. Hey, you're amongst the people.
I am.
Why don't you tell me?
Hey, I'll take it. It's a nice position.
And there's the kick. Let's play some Yankton Bucks football the last week of the regular season. And Watertown does return on the left side, and the returner is brought down just past the 20-yard line. That is where Watertown's offense will take over. That was Ashton first in trouble, the 5'10" defensive back / wide receiver for Watertown. And here comes Colin Dingser and the Watertown offense. Or Drew Norberg, rather. Norberg in the shotgun. He has two receivers to the right, two to the left. Now he puts a man in motion. That's Dingser. And Norberg, a quick pitch out to Dingzor, tries to get out to the right side. He's to the 25 and is brought down at about the 26-yard line by Cody Oswald. So gain of 5.
Cody Oswald.
And brings up 2nd and 5 for the Arrows. On their own 26.
And we've talked about Cody Oswald all year from that safety spot. He's done a nice job coming up, playing the run. He does it right there on that first play.
And now Norberg takes a snap from the shotgun. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to keep it. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to stiff arm his way out to the outside and is spun down to the grass. And that is Charlie Foote on the tackle.
34 for the Bucks was Charles Foote.
And right now being set up on
Gain of a couple of yards. Third down
on the 28-yard line. So gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 3 for the Arrows here in this opening drive. And a quick pass out to the right side, and with the reception for Watertown is Cole Holden. And that will be enough for an Arrow first down. Actually get the ball placed all the way to about the 35-yard line. So a nice gain on the play for Watertown of 7 yards.
There's that combination I just talked about before the kickoff. Norberg and Holden, we could be seeing that a lot tonight.
10:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Norberg on a quick sweep out to Dingzer and is brought down in the backfield by Yankton. Group tackle and a loss of 4 on the play for Watertown. And that will bring up 2nd and 14. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter on this opening drive. And Carson Hawk will be credited with that tackle. Did a nice job of getting into the backfield. And Norberg takes a snap. He's looking to pass down the right sideline. He's looking for Holden. Ball is a little short. Super Gessie on the defense, and shutdown corner is Super Gessie. He did it again. A little bit of hand fighting between the two. The ball hits the grass harmlessly. Brings up 3rd and 14 for the hometown Arrows.
That was a good throw there by Norberg. It kind of hung up in the air a little bit, and Super Gessie made a nice play on the ball.
Super Gessie's done that all season. I think he's been called for pass interference 1 time. And he plays clean, but he plays hard. He basically is one of the best defensive backs, in my opinion, in the state.
Yeah, he does a nice job of locating the football and playing it well and not getting into situations where he tends to get penalties.
3rd and 14 for the Arrows, ball in their own 31. And now Norberg takes the snap. He is scrambling in the backfield. Leitner on his tail. And he has to scroll out to the left, and he's brought down pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. And I'm going to say no gain on the play, and that will bring out Watertown's punt squad. And Cody Oswald will go back to return for Yankton.
That was a great job there, applying pressure right away, coming off the edge, and making Norberg have to scramble. And that forces the punting situation for Watertown.
All right. And now to punt is Cole Holden. Nice snap, and gets a decent boot on it. Cody Oswald set to return. Fair catch, and is catching it at the 38-yard line, maybe the 37. And that is where Yankton will take over. Great opening position for Yankton's offense. Roby Reichen. You have Cameron Zarbach lined up on the left. On the right, it is Tyler Soler. Gavin Swanson in the backfield for Yankton. And in the shotgun, Reichen takes the snap quick. Toss out to Jaden Krull. Jaden Krull tries to move upfield and is brought down at about the 43-yard line.
Number 8, Jaden Krull.
And so a nice little gain for Yankton of about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now for the Bucks. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Same formation. Cody Oswald now in motion right to left. It's a quick sweep to Oswald. Oswald trying to get a block from Zarbach, with Zarbach was blocking toward the Yankton offense, and Oswald kind of chose the opposite direction of what I think Zarbach was thinking, Jacob, and gets tackled pretty much right at the line.
Yeah, that was a nice play there by Cole Holden. He got off his block on the outside and was able to make a nice open field tackle.
3rd and 4 for Yankton now. Ball in their own 44-yard line, 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. This is the first possession for Yankton. Max Robb in motion on the right side, tight end. Reichen scrambling up the middle. Has a nice block, tries to spin around, and I think he has enough for a first down. Depends where they mark this. It's right at the marker.
For the Yankton Bucks. He stopped in there by number 2, Ben.
If we were in Brookings, Jacob, they wouldn't measure, so I don't know.
27, Austin Johnson. Sufficient yardage for
and they're going to give a first down to Yankton. So 1st and 10, ball on Yankton's 49-yard line. Reichen takes the snap, looking to pass. He finds Jaden Krull again. Krull lowers his shoulder pads, goes upfield right in between the hash marks, and he may have enough for another Yankton first down. I think they're going to say he's just short. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 for Yankton.
Down in a half a yard.
And now Reichen takes a snap again. He has to scramble out of some pressure. He rolls out to his left. Under some deep pressure by Watertown. Tries to get any yards that he can. And a late hit out of bounds, but there is going to be no flag. And that's one of those things that, Jacob, when you're a quarterback and you really try to get that extra 1 or 2 yards, sometimes there's going to be a little bit of late hit and you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. That was enough for a Yankton first down. They're in the Watertown 39-yard line. Keeper by Reichen goes up the middle. Nice block. And is brought down by the shoulder pads after a gain of a couple yards.
Mac Johnson in on the stop for the Arrows.
And
2nd and 7.
So 2nd and 7 now for the Bucks. Ball on Watertown's 36. Reichen sends Solar in motion left to right. Now rolling out to the right. He's looking to pass downfield. I think he's looking for Solar. No, he finds Max Robb. Turns upfield after the first down marker and is knocked out of bounds.
Robb defending on him.
And so that's another Yankton first down. Jacob, Yankton is doing exactly what they've been wanting to do all season long. They're getting off to a fast start.
Yeah, they are. They're really picking up the pace here on this first drive, and that's what they want to come out and do.
Now Reichen sends Oswald in motion right to left. Now a quick handoff to Oswald, kind of a quick counter, and he is brought down right behind the line for a very short loss on the play.
By number 2, Ben Altoff. And also in on the tackle, 27, Austin Johnson. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Bucks.
2nd and 10 for Yankton. Looking to pass is Reichen. Cuts up the middle and will be brought down after a very small gain. He kind of got tackled into that game, Jacob, but it will be positive yards nonetheless. Brings up 3rd and 4 for Yankton. Ball on Watertown's about 20-yard line. 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. Reichen, pass out to Cameron Zarbach. He gets it in the 10-yard line, is brought down about the 9. And so Yankton knocking on the door here in Watertown on their opening drive.
And also in on the play, Colin Dingser.
So fresh set of downs. 1st and goal for Yankton.
Inside the 10.
Handoff to Gavin Swanson. Follows his block to the right. Gains about a yard. Bring up 2nd and goal for Yankton. Ball on around the 9-yard line.
27, Austin Johnson.
2 receivers set to the left. Cody Oswald out to the right. Gavin Swanson in the backfield. There is the snap. Reichen rolling. He has pressure behind him. I don't know if he knows it. Toss to the end zone. It's to Cody Oswald. And that's a Yankton Bucks touchdown if this flag is against Watertown. We have a yellow marker hitting the grass. We'll see what this is.
There is a flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be an ineligible man downfield on Yankton. That'll take that touchdown off the board, Bryce.
The indication is ineligible receiver downfield.
And we have ineligible receiver downfield going on Yankton, so that will...
Spot of the foul, line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's Cody Oswald, or Rugby Riken, with Cody Oswald and Tyler Solar lined up to the right. Now Riken takes the snap. Nice block by Yankton in the backfield. Toss toward the end zone on the left side. You can put 6 on the board. That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown. Tyler Solar wide open as he went out toward the left pylon. Nice big block in the backfield for Yankton. That big block is brought to you by H&R Block. Open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. 665-3366.
Number 11, Lucas Campshaw.
And now Trevor Paulson will be attempting the extra point. Lucas Campshaw for the hold. The snapper will be Jaden Leitner. 4:39 to go here in the opening quarter. Yankton now leading 6-0, trying to make it 7-0. And the snap and the hold and the kick is through the uprights. It's good. 7-0. Yankton leads and will kick off to Watertown for Watertown's second offensive possession. This is Bucks football on KYNT. KYNTV will be back in 1 minute.
Technology in the industry, the doctors offer their patients the highest standard of care, allowing them to diagnose and manage many eye diseases. Choose Dr. Anderson, Dr. Fieser, and Dr. Slowey for expert personalized eye care. You'll be glad you did.
Vision care.
You're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
All right, welcome back, and Watertown with the return, and that was returned to the Watertown 22-yard line. Great opening drive, Jacob, for Yankton.
Yeah, it was. They wanted to get off to a fast start, and they did. That offense just seemed like it was clicking on all cylinders, and they were able to drive down the field and get the first score of the game.
Norberg for Watertown. Takes snap, quick pass out to the flat on the right, and that was intended for Dingzer, and he dropped it. I think he sensed a little bit of pressure, Jacob, and couldn't quite hold on. Yankton was coming down hard.
Yeah, they were. They were trying to run a little wide receiver screen out to the near sideline here, and he had the ball in his hands, but just dropped it. There was some oncoming defenders.
And now Norberg in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 at the right, takes the snap, quick handoff, and that is to Owen Sparts.
Owen Sparts. He's back to the line of scrimmage.
And no gain on the play for Sparts. Brings up 3rd and 10 for Watertown. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Yankton with a 7-0 lead. Same formation. 3 receivers to the right. Sparts in the backfield. Norberg takes the snap. Looking down to his left and bringing it in is Cole Holden. That will be enough for a Watertown first down. He just got enough. It was a nice route by the receiver. And they'll move the markers. And now Watertown has it on their own 33-yard line. And now Norberg, handoff to Sparts. Sparts is brought down right at the line of scrimmage by Yankton. I believe Jaden Leitner had the main tackle.
Tackle by number 24, Gavin Hazelhorst.
Well, they're going to have Gavin Hazelhorst, the official tackle.
Also in on the stop.
And now, and Leitner.
Jaden Leitner Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Arrows.
So gain of a yard, 2nd and 9 for Watertown. Ball on their own 34-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sparts in the backfield. Sparts gets the handoff and is brought down behind the line by Yankton.
Owen Sparks, he's going to lose.
Wow.
3 yards on the play.
Gavin Hazelhorst is on fire.
76 in on attack.
Yeah, he's been getting in the backfield already a few times tonight in these first couple of possessions. This Yankton defense playing the run hard tonight.
And Bodie Rutledge was in on that tackle as well. 3rd and 11 for Watertown. And Norberg takes the snap, looking to pass. Under some pressure, nice toss over on the left to Holden, and good defense by Yankton. Both Super Gessie and James Stewart on the stop for Yankton. Brings up the punt squad. No, that was Tyler Stoller. Okay. So 4th and 11 for Watertown, 2:29 to go here in the opening quarter. Yankton leading 7-0. Cody Oswald back to return for Yankton. And a quick punt, and it takes a Watertown roll to the 30, what are they going to mark it? The 32-yard line in Yankton territory. That's where Yankton will take over. And so far, so good for Yankton, Jacob. This is, so far, complete football.
This defense has come out, first 2 possessions, they've done a nice job of getting stops and limiting this Watertown offense. And the offense on that first possession for Yankton went right down the field. They were no huddle offense, and they were able to get a spark right away. Let's see if they can do that on the second possession as well.
And now taking the handoff is Ethan Bradwich, and he is brought down at the 31-yard line, so a loss of a yard. Watertown did a good job of infiltrating into the backfield and bring up 2nd and 11 for Yankton. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. 7-0 lead for Yankton. And Tyler Stoller now in motion. And Rugby Riken from the pocket. Nice toss down to Cameron Zarbach, and he led him a little too far. Zarbach, nice defense by Holden.
Defending on the play for the Arrows, Cole Holden. Brings up 3rd down
and Cameron Zarbach was just warned by an official, Jacob. I don't know if you saw that. He kicked the football toward him, but I actually don't think that was intended to be, in a negative manner.
Right, yeah, exactly.
All right, 3rd and 11. Yankton trying to get a first down, trying to keep moving the chains in back-to-back drives. Now Riken, under a lot of pressure, has to scramble out to his left toward the sideline. He has to get rid of it or something. He does get rid of it. Finds Cody Oswald, who ends up not being able to bring it in. And so Yankton will have to punt for the first time here in this game.
Defending on the play or making a stop there, Brock Eatram for the Arrows.
Yeah, nice job there by the Watertown defense, bringing pressure on that play. They were able to get to Riken, roll him or flush him out to his left toward the near sideline, and able to force what looked like a bad throw, but actually Oswald could have maybe had that one, but he ended up dropping it. It would have been short of the first down, however, had he caught it. It brings up 4th and long.
And the snap from Leitner to Paulson. Nice snap, and kind of a shorter boot from Paulson. Goes right into the Watertown sideline. And where are they going to mark this at here? Whoa. Jake, where are they marking this?
I'm going to mark it at the 45 Watertown.
Wow, all right. So at the Watertown 45, that's where they will take over offense. A 24-yard punt for Cody Oswald. Not his best punt on the year.
No, that one looked like it went off the side of his foot down the near sideline here. Not what you want if you're the Yankton coaching staff, that's for sure.
And quick toss to Cole Holden.
Pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
And it was tipped by Yankton at the line. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Watertown Arrows.
If you're Watertown, you want to try to use this field position here. You're at your own 45. Good field position off a short punt. want to try to take advantage of this and try to move the ball down the field here.
2nd down and 10 for the Arrows.
And Norberg takes a snap and a quick toss out to the left. And it was to Reese Stark.
Loss of a yard on the play.
And that will be at the 43-yard line. So 3rd and 11 now for Watertown.
Hey, Billy, we're right here. Oh, I see you, B.
So just over a minute remaining here. And ahead of time, I do want to apologize if you do hear anything negative. Jacob is in the stands, so you're going to hear some Watertown opinions. All right, 3rd and long. Norberg looking to pass just in front of the first down marker intended for Reese Stark.
He'll bring up a 4th down. Defending for the Bucks is number 3, Cody Oswald. 4th and 11 for the Arrows.
And so now Watertown will punt to Yankton. Very impressed with Yankton on defense, Jacob.
They've been playing really well, very aggressive, especially up front on the defensive line. They've been able to get pressure in the backfield on Norberg and really, just like I said earlier, kind of limit this Watertown offense right now.
And chest high snap and nice punt. Cody Oswald, fair catch at the 26-yard line. That is where Yankton will take over.
Number 3, Cody Oswald on a fair catch right at the Yankton Buck 26-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10.
And so Yankton scored on their opening drive, had a punt on their last drive.
Both these offenses kind of stalling right now, Bryce, as they're and part of it's because of the defenses. The defenses are playing very well. They're making adjustments, and both defenses playing aggressive as well. So we'll see if any of these offenses can kind of get going here as we move into the 2nd quarter.
Rugby Riken tosses to Gavin Swanson and is brought down deep in the backfield. Watertown sniffed that one out and beat Yankton on the edge and got into the backfield for a pretty significant loss for Yankton. Loss of 7 yards. They bring up 2nd and 17 for Yankton. Ball now on their own 19-yard line. Just 20 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter. And now Riken rolling out to the right, finds Swanson on a quick pass and gets past the initial line of scrimmage. I'll bring up 3rd and about 9. They're going to say 3rd and 10, and that ends the 1st quarter. It's Yankton 7, Watertown nothing. And we'll be back in 1 minute with the 2nd quarter. This is Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Broadcasting.
Yeah, this is Bryce. Can I get put through to Aaron, please?
You can get all these hot and ready to eat daily from 11 to 11. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill, 689-2244.
Looking for a new look for your business?
JJ Benji's is a great source for new company clothing for you and your employees.
Now, if you don't know what to get or what's new, JJ Benji's can help.
JJ Benji's has lots of ideas on what the hottest apparel items are. The most popular...
Hey, Bryce.
Hey, we're hot on the air.
Okay, I will. I'll get you through on the box there.
Street, downtown.
All right, sorry, everyone. So Rugby Riken now has to open the 2nd quarter. And he's looking to pass out to the left to Cameron Zarbach and led him a little too far. And so now it's an incomplete pass. Now we'll bring out Trevor Paulson and the punt squad again for Yankton. So they stalled on 2 drives, Jacob.
Yeah, that time Riken had his receiver. He had Zarbach open on the far sideline and just overthrew him by just a little bit.
He just barely got
And now a big Trevor Paulson boot and past the 50 and to the Yankton 45. So Cole Holden on the return. And so now Watertown will take over. This is the first time that Watertown has been in the opposing team's territory.
Kreinsinger, that'll be first and 10 arrows on the Yankton Buck 45-yard line.
Welcome those watching on KYNTV. You're listening on KYNT. All right, now Drew Norberg and the arrows. Quick handoff. That's to Sparts. Big hole up the middle, and Sparts gets a big gain for Watertown. A very big gain. That's enough for a Watertown first down.
Super G, DC.
Gain of about 11 on the play. And waist-high snap, and Sparks actually fell to a knee behind the line, loss of a yard. Bring up 2nd and 11 for Watertown. 11:20 to go here in the second quarter. It's a 7-0 lead for the Yankton Bucks. A home playoff spot is on the line. As well, Jacob, as bragging rights, says this ESD rivalry is rekindled. Norberg in the shotgun. Hand off to Sparts. Sparts trying to roll out of pressure, but Yankton brings him down right at the line. All season long, Jacob, Yankton and their linebackers, their defensive line does a good job of closing gaps, but their linebackers do an excellent job of flying in and just sealing any holes.
Yeah, they do. They do a nice job of filling gaps and being very gap sound in their defensive play. And the defensive linemen kind of eat up some of the blockers, and the linebackers can fill then, and that's just a sound defense right there.
And now, 3rd and 10 for the Arrows. Ball on Yankton's 35. Norberg takes a snap. He's looking to pass. Looking toward the left and high toss. And nice defense by Mac Ryken. It was intended for Ashton First in trouble. 5'10" sophomore.
Ashton First in trouble. Incomplete. Defending on the play for the Bucks, number 2.
A good start to the drive there for Watertown. A big run right away by Sparts. About 11 yards or so. And then after that, they tried to run with Sparts again, but Yankton able to fill the middle of that defense and make the stops and force a 3rd and long, and then the pass just overthrown there. So nice job by Yankton's defense, just taking care of business there and stopping Watertown.
And there is the snap and the punt for Watertown. Cody Oswald back. He will try to return this one. He gets it at about the 6-yard line, trying to get out of pressure, but he is just all over the place, and it's finally brought down at about the 9-yard line. So Yankton is pinned deep in their own territory on this drive. Again, they scored on their opening drive, and since then, it's been a punt fest for both teams. A real lockdown battle defensively. And sometimes, Jacob, when you have this low of a score going into the second quarter, or vice versa, it's sometimes the offense are playing sloppy. That's not the case. These defenses are really just shutting each other down.
They are. They're really playing good defense on both sides. The offenses have missed some opportunities at times, some missed passes and things like that, but good defensive pressure by both teams early on.
And now it is Ryken following the block from Bradwidge, trying to get out to the left, trying to cut back, and is brought down behind the line.
Number 14, Rugby Ryken.
And Yankton, at this point, Jacob, I'm not saying give up on the drive, but I think your main focus should be getting positive yards so that you can give Trevor Paulson room for a good punt.
You definitely want to try to get some positive yards here on 2nd down, and give you some more room, like you said, and maybe try to set up a 3rd and manageable.
Ball on the 9, 2nd and 12, or ball on the 8 rather, 2nd and 12. Ryken looking to pass downfield. He finds Max Robb. Robb turns upfield. That's enough for a Bucks first down. All the way to the Yankton 25-yard line.
Tackling by number 2.
13-yard gain on the play for Yankton.
Sufficient yardage for a Yankton Buck first down to the 25-yard line, where it would be 1st and 10.
9:20 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 lead for Yankton. Yankton has the ball on their own 25. 3 receivers to the right. Ryken takes the snap. He steps up in the pocket and will scramble, and will be brought down after a gain of about a yard. They'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Bucks.
By number 12, Devin Lewis.
Again, this Watertown defense just getting pressure And that's forcing Riken to have to get out of the pocket, and this time he steps up into the pocket in the middle of the field and does lean forward for a gain of 1, but boy, it's been tough sledding for Riken so far.
And now Riken is brought down at the 20-yard line. I don't know if he was a runner or not, Jacob, but he barely had time to maneuver the ball in his hands before he was brought down to the grass.
Yeah, that looked like some miscommunication in the backfield. Riken went to fake the handoff one way, the running back went the other way, and then the play was pretty much dead from there as it was a broken play, and Riken got caught in the pocket and sacked by Devin Lewis.
And now Riken back to pass on 3rd and 15. Scrambles out to his left. He has it on their own 20. He steps up. He's going to have to scramble on his own. He's telling his lineman to get out of the way or block. And is absolutely just like a wrestling move, is just slammed into the grass by Watertown from behind. Bring up 4th and 14 for Yankton. Trevor Paulson will come out to punt for the Bucks. And he will receive this ball at about the 5-yard line. So Yankton deep in their own territory. And the snap, and another nice punt from Paulson. Watertown gets it at their own 45. And first in trouble, trying to find some room on the outside. He gets all the way to Yankton's 40-yard line, maybe the Yankton 39. 38, actually. And so a nice return for first in trouble. Return of about 17 yards. And so Watertown will have the ball in Yankton territory on the Yankton 38. 7:14 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 lead for the Bucks. And chest high snap and handoff to Sparts. Sparts is brought down right at the line. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
He'll gain maybe a yard on the play. Tackling it for the Bucks.
Gavin Hazelhorst. Another big tackle.
Hazelhorst. A gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 for the Arrows.
Hazelhorst is always just flying into the backfield. He's very quick with that first step.
He is. He's done a nice job already tonight, putting pressure on Norberg in the passing game and then also getting in the running game as well at that kind of that outside linebacker spot there. And movement up front there.
We're going to have a false start going on Watertown. That will back them up. And Jaden Super Garcia signaling, in case the officials didn't know, Jacob.
Watertown Arrows, and you lost 5 yards on the play.
So a loss of 5 makes it 2nd and 14 for Watertown. Ball on Yankton's 42-yard line. 6:35 to go in the first half. Yankton with that 7-0 lead. And now Norberg takes a snap. He's under some pressure. Toss up the middle. It is completed to Sparts at the Yankton 39-yard line. So gain of 3 on the play for Watertown. Brings up 3rd and 11.
43 for the Yankton Bucks. Samuel Kamphoff.
Come on, guys. Here we go.
And so now Watertown needs a big first down here. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Norberg with Sparts in the backfield with him. Yankton with 3 men down. They're bringing the linebackers. Norberg has to scramble out of the way. He goes out to the left. Big block in the backfield. He gets rid of the ball in order to Cole Holden. And he got a hand on it. He had to reach up, but it does hit the grass. And so Watertown, more than likely, will be punting away here. And these are those tricky punt areas, Jacob. When you're this far into Yankton territory, it's almost a finesse thing at this point for your punter.
Well, it is. You got to be able to angle that punt, try to get this, get your opposing team deep in their own territory. We'll see what he can do here.
And low snap, but able to pick it up for the Arrows is Andrew Check. And The ball goes out of bounds at about the 6-yard line.
Maybe at the 6.
And so Yankton will take it over again deep in their own territory. We're playing a field position battle here at Watertown Stadium. 7-0 lead for Yankton with 5:29 to go here in the second quarter. Yankton trying to make this a 2-score lead, but deep in their own territory. Again, the ball in the 6. Gavin Swanson back with Rugby Riken. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Chest high snap. And now Swanson gets it. And the bowling ball moves forward, but his progress is stopped after a gain of 2. Bring up second and about 8 for the Bucks with just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Swanson, he'll gain approximately 2, maybe 3 yards. Number 4, Hunter Winches, making the stop for the Arrows.
And now Riken. Quick hand up to Cody Oswald. Oswald loses the ball. And now Yankton. I think Yankton still has it, Jacob. It's at about the 21-yard line. He got the handoff from Riken. I think he was so focused on hitting a hole that was opening, a crease, that the ball kind of slipped out. It really wasn't a hit out of him, I don't think. I think he just lost control of it.
Yeah, hard to tell what happened there. He was kind of in a bunch of players right in the pack there, and ball came loose, but he was able to pick it up.
And now a quick run up the middle for Swanson.
To number 30, he's going to carry.
He gets it to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Hunter Winches making the tackle for the Arrows. Gain of 4, second down and 6.
And now Riken takes the snap on 2nd and 6 and is brought down right at the line by Watertown.
Where he's met by Ben Althoff.
So no gain on the play. He brings up 3rd and 6 for Yankton. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Placed right on their own 25-yard line.
Both of these teams with excellent linebacking play. Watertown there again, filling with Althoff coming in there to make the play.
And Riken toss out to Cameron Zarbach at about the 32. And that will be enough for Yankton first downs. To talk about a clutch catch, Jacob. Cameron Zarbach, the sure hands, he hauls it in. And Yankton will move the chains as time lowers here in the first half. We're at 3:40. Yankton has it on their own 32, finally out of their own end zone shadow. And now Riken out to his left, and Tyler Solar gets it out on the sideline and turns upfield. That'll be enough for another Yankton first down. Tyler Solar, once he gets possession, Jacob, he is very quick to turn upfield and has a very just quick sense of possession. You know, he knows he can sense contact. And so the chains are moved. And now another handoff. Gavin Swanson up the middle following his blocks and gets a pretty nice push. And then eventually it's just brought all the way back to the line of scrimmage. He'll have forward progress.
4 yards on the play, maybe 5.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Bucks. And now Riken takes the snap. Hand out to Swanson. Nice hole for Swanson and is brought down just short of the first down marker, short about 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 2 now for the Bucks. We're here at Watertown Stadium. Yankton leading 7-0 with 2:40 to go here in the first half. 2 receivers to the right, to the left. Tyler Solar in motion. Now, quick hand out to Swanson. Swanson, the bowling ball moves forward, knocks over some pins, and that's enough for another Yankton Bucks first down. Yankton is moving the chains here at Watertown Stadium and just marching towards the dirt, basically the dirt end zone, Jacob.
First down, Yankton Bucks.
And now Riken, right at the 50, he steps up and is brought down by Watertown. That will be a sack for the Arrows.
Tackled in the backfield, back on the 50-yard line by number 4, Hunter Winches.
So Hunter Winches with the sack for Watertown. That is a loss of about 5 on the play. 2nd and 15, under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Solar in motion. Now there's 3 receivers to the right, and Riken takes the snap. He's looking to pass. And again, almost is brought down, but he's like Houdini back there. He gets it to Cody Oswald. He brings it in and moves all the way to the Watertown 36-yard line. And Cody Oswald, again, almost lost it.
Brings up 3rd down and 3.
And so now we have a
2 Yankton Bucks.
timeout going on for Yankton. Timeouts are brought to you by Gavin Zimmerman, Thrive Financial. Let Gavin help you determine and achieve your financial goals. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You have received a call or text message indicating there's a problem with your cell phone, your taxes, your Medicare benefit, or your utilities. And the only way to get it cleared up is to either put funds on a gift card or send cash. All of these are scams designed to obtain your hard-earned funds. Contact the Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 1-800-300-1986. Another red flag is the call or text comes in after work hours or on the weekend. Don't become a victim. Let Consumer Protection do some checking for you before you send any funds.
All right, welcome back to Watertown Stadium. Bryce Live alongside Jacob Wirtz. Yankton is marching towards their second score of the game. Minute 37 to go in the first half. 7-0 lead for Yankton. Ball on Watertown's 36. Very similar formation as we've seen all game as screen over to Gavin Swanson. Swanson turns upfield. Has enough for a first down, but we do have a flag out. Probably Jacob holding on Yankton. Just judged on where it is. Yes, holding on Yankton, so that will back Yankton up. And let's not forget, Yankton does have the ball coming out of half. So it's these kind of situations, Jacob, where you can strike twice if you can time it right.
Holding penalty against the Yankton Bucks.
That's exactly right, Bryce. This is the key possession in this game for both of these teams, and it's going to be key here if Yankton can get a score before the half, or if Watertown's going to hold.
And now, Riken, the snap, and toss toward the center of the field to Cody Oswald, and the throw a bit high and a bit far. Hits the turf, and that will bring up 4th down, and Yankton will punt again.
Brings up 4th down.
At least this time, Jacob, they're not deep near their own end zone.
Able to move the ball a little bit on this possession, but that penalty really hurts. They had the first down with Swanson running the ball, and on a 3rd and 2, and that holding penalty just takes you out of the range that they wanted to be in.
All right, 4th and 15. Trevor Paulson, helmet's high snap, and gets a little short punt, but I think he meant for that. And takes a very small Yankton bounce and will be touched by Yankton at about the 25-yard line. Watertown's 25. And so Watertown has to travel 75 yards in a minute 7 seconds. And then we'll be at halftime. They're trailing Yankton by 7. And so far, I'm just overly impressed with both these defenses, Jacob.
They're both playing really well. Both teams, again, like we said earlier, they're aggressive. They're getting in the backfield, forcing these quarterbacks to have to scramble. The running games have been, not very successful for both teams, except for maybe 1 or 2 runs by each team. But these defenses have played very, very well. Watertown has all 3 timeouts, a minute 7 here to go. So, they can try to drive down and get a score here before the half.
And now Norberg. He takes the snap. He's looking to pass, and he finds Dingzer, and Dingzer is brought down at the Watertown 41-yard line, so a really nice gain.
He's met by number 15.
For Watertown, for Colin Dingzer, the 6'1 senior. So that will help the cause. And now Norberg, the snap. Hazelhorst on his trail, and he will step up in the pocket himself. He's looking to run. Charlie Foote brings him down at the 45, and I think we have a loose ball. No, they're going to say he was down.
Keeper play is going to gain approximately 4
I only get excited about a loose ball when I see the Yankton coaches get excited about a loose ball. Usually players are always pointing the other direction, but I swear I saw Coach Olson jump about 5 feet in the air.
It'll be 2nd down and 6.
So 2nd and 6 for Watertown. We have a timeout on the field. Timeout's brought to you by Gavin Zimmerman, Thrivent Financial. Gavin, help you determine and achieve your financial goals. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Bucks football.
When you're ready to root on the home team, make sure the celebration includes 1919 root beer. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. In addition, 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no corn syrup, gluten, or caffeine and should be served cold or over ice cream. Available in 12-packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. Try it today.
All right, welcome back to Watertown Stadium. 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. Watertown trying to get on the board before half because Yankton will receive out of the to begin the second half.
Back on the clock.
41 seconds, not 40. Ball on Watertown's own 45-yard line. Drew Norberg and this offense have been able to move the ball a little bit. And Norberg takes the snap and toss downfield to Cole Holden, and he brings it in. What a grab for Cole Holden.
Norberg's pass complete to number 3, Cole Holden.
All the way. That's a huge
all the way out to the
gain.
Yankton buck 25. Stop in there by
Gain
15.
of about 31 on the play for Watertown. 28 seconds remaining. The clock is still going. Norberg now. Another pass. This one is brought in by
Norberg's
Restart.
pass complete to number 5, Restart.
And we have a timeout going to Watertown. And we'll take one as well. But just 30 seconds, because I want to talk about this, Jacob, when we come back. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Bucks football, KYNTV.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run towards first or third base. That's simple human sense. Don't gamble. Insure with MTRC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bond. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
All right, 22 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ball on Yankton's 18-yard line. Norberg and the Watertown offense trying to get on the board. There's the snap. It's 2nd and 4. Norberg scrambling out of pressure. Goes out to the right. Toss at about the 10-yard line is brought in by Sparks. Or Stark, rather.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line and got out of bounds, so the clock stops.
Was number 20, James Stewart.
And they are placing this ball right at the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Arrows. Empty backfield. Norberg takes a snap. He's looking to pass toward the corner. Oswald on the defense, and good defense by Cody Oswald. Intercepted by Cody Oswald in that back corner. The Wizard of Oz does it again. I thought it was just a pass breakup, Jacob, but they both kind of came down with it, and Oswald must have ripped it from his arms. But right before they both really hit the ground, so Yankton avoids a Watertown score. Cody Oswald with the big Yankton Bucks interception. And so Yankton, I would assume, is just going to take a knee here and will send us into halftime. And Reichen takes a snap and the knee. And after the first half, it is Yankton 7, Watertown nothing. And Jacob, you called it on the way here. We were talking about this, a classic ESD battle. Very low scoring, but a high defensive struggle. And that's what we have here at Watertown Stadium. Again, the score, Yankton 7, Watertown 0. at halftime. The Avera Halftime Show is around the corner. We're going to go ahead and take our break. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Football meal sponsors.
All sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athlete back in the game in no time, offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues. A well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests. Give your home a fresh start. Use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problems. Olson Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests you could rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUGS. 1-800-KILCUGS.
A physical therapy plan of care is completely individualized to you, the patient. I'm Dave Holland, physical therapist at Overland Rehab. If you have had a shoulder injury or surgery and have been prescribed physical therapy, we'll address your unique goals in recovery with a plan designed just for you. Contact Overland Rehab for convenient appointments in 8 locations in Northeast Nebraska, and right here in Yankton, located on West 8th Street, otherwise known as the Lake Road.
When it's time for school, it's time to stop at Senex. You can fill up your car with high-quality gas and fill up your stomach with a quick breakfast. Maybe most important of all, you can fill up your mug with hot coffee. So all you students and teachers, skip the snooze button and head into Senex on your way to school. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience and wishes all area students and faculty a thriving, successful school year.
With green carts getting bigger and better every year, don't you think it's time to outfit them accordingly? Sherco's 4500 Series HD electric tarp works seamlessly with existing Sherlock tarps. The heavy-duty extruded arms are the strongest on the market and come with a lifetime warranty. Operating is easy and convenient with one of our smart remote options that let you open and close your tarp with the push of a button. Call to order yours today at 1-800-474-8756. Make it Sherco.
What do you want to do when you retire? Whatever your dreams, you have the power to help make them a reality. Meet with a thriving financial professional and explore options that can help you prepare for retirement. Options you may not even be aware of. For more than 100 years, Thriving Financial has been helping Christians be wise with money. Contact me, Gavin Zimmerman, at 605-260-4964, and I can help you retire with confidence.
No two breasts are the same. They're different sizes, different density, and they change over time. Sometimes they develop breast cancer. If you notice changes in your breast, call your provider to schedule a mammogram. Starting at age 40, put getting a mammogram with the Vera Breast Center on your yearly to-do list. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
All right, welcome back. This is the Avera Halftime Show. Yankton Bucks football on KYNT and KYNTV. Jacob, what a first half for Yankton. I know it doesn't seem that way because the score is just 7-0, but some big-time defensive stops for the Bucks.
Absolutely. Both defenses have played really well. Yankton's defense has stepped up big time, and they've played really well. They've been able to get pressure on Drew Norberg, and that interception by Oswald right before the half, that was huge. And the way this game is going, that could be maybe the play of the game. We'll see how the second half plays out, obviously, but that's a huge play there as Watertown drove down the field, had some nice passes right before the half, had a good drive going, and then that corner interception by Oswald really kind of gave Yankton some momentum here right at halftime.
I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners, Stockman's Motorsports. Stockman's Motorsports is your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmen ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area students and athletes. And Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. And Yankton Thrive. It's a new approach to the thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Yankton Thrive is the one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing in our area. And the UPS store. They'll help you with everything ing. Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs. Even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, and of course, shipping. The UPS store of Yankton, across from Walmart. And finally, Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire. They'll get you in quickly, diagnose your problem, and get you repaired and back on the road. Because they do more than sell tires. That's Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. We're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with the Avera halftime show. This is Bucks Football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Your average day is spent at work. A lot.
Shouldn't your work then feel like a second home?
Well, that's what you'll find at Tuxedo.
We focus on a fun family environment at Tuxedo.
We still do company events, fun theme days, even baking challenges.
We are currently hiring for weekend and evening team members.
If your current employer is just a place to work,
apply online now at tuxedo.com/careers.
And join the Tuxedo family. Camp in the gun. He'll take the snap low. Passes left side. Caught inside the end zone. Touchdown, South Dakota. The 15th ranked Coyote football team returns to the Dakota Dome this Saturday. Brought to you by Pepsi, the Coyote host the Redbirds of Illinois State. Kickoff is set for 1 o'clock to celebrate their national ranking of number 15. Tickets are available for just $15. Visit goyotes.com/tickets for more information. We are South Dakota.
Well, throw that in the trash.
What happened?
I was watching a game on KYNTV and the TV went out.
Don't trash it. Recycle it at Recycle IT.
What's that?
The electronics recycling company here in Yankton. They're open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 9 to 6.
Not in a landfill, not in a ditch. 605-653-9913.
Recycle it, Yankton.com.
Aches and pains take you out of your game. Who are you going to call? First Chiropractic Centers. We have been helping people get back into their game for over 37 years. Whether your game is sports-related, household chores, exercise, or just day-to-day activities. Your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activities. We can help. Who are you going to call? First Chiropractic Centers in Yankton, Scotland, Bloomfield, Hardy, Wagner, and Simble. First Chiropractic Center, full health with hands-on healing.
All right, welcome back to the Avera halftime show, and we got some thoughts from Jacob Wirtz in our last segment. Again, this is the Avera halftime show. Live better, live balanced. Avera, and we have Josh Bolter in our very tiny, like phone booth size broadcast booth because apparently he's a little cold on the roof. And he doesn't have a headset to defend himself, so I'm just going to go ahead.
Out like that?
Yeah, I'm calling him out like that right now. But Jacob's out there amongst the people. You know, he's powering through, Josh, you know. Jacob, you got the power, man.
Well, I had to put hat and gloves on here at halftime, but it's not too bad out here yet.
Top performer of the half brought to you by Top Notch Window Cleaning. Receive great service for cleaning your home or commercial windows with Top Notch Window Cleaning. Contact them at yanktonwindowcleaning.com. Obviously, it's Cody Oswald. You have an interception and a touchdown score. That will just about do it to earn that award. And Jacob, I don't know if Yankton can really change much, I guess, coming into the second half. They are playing excellent football. It's just you have to give Watertown credit on the defensive end, just like Yankton gets credit.
You know, both teams, like we said, the defenses have played very well. They've been able to get pressure on the quarterbacks. They've been able to limit both teams' running games in the offenses. And except for maybe a couple of big runs for each team, it's been pretty well shut down in the running game for both offenses. And both teams just being able to get pressure on the quarterbacks, like I said, and forcing these quarterbacks to step out of the pocket, and even a few sacks for each team as well. So there's been a lot of pressure put on by these teams.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take our final break here in the Avera halftime show. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and then Jacob will give us some scores from around the state. This is Yankton Bucks football leading at halftime, 7-0 over the Watertown Arrows. We'll be back.
This past year, we have all spent lots more time at home. This is Deb Speck from Vision Real Estate, and if you're ready for a change, give me a call. I'm here to make a move as easy as possible. We provide complimentary moving boxes as well as an enclosed trailer for our clients. Call me, Deb Speck, Vision Real Estate, 664-5555 to make a move.
For your complete personal and business computer solutions, rely on Yankton Computer and Network Services. We provide Yankton and the surrounding communities with top-of-the-line computer equipment, repairs, and managed IT systems, along with whole home Wi-Fi, home security systems, and more. We stand behind our products and always strive to bring you the best in customer service. Give us a call today, 605-664-2222, or stop by our office located at 1901 Broadway. From all of us at Yankton Computer and Network Services, best of luck to our Yankton Bucks and Gazelles this season.
Kids seem to always be misplacing things. Socks, shoes, backpacks, books, you name it. But when it comes to important things like EpiPens for serious allergies or inhalers for breathing problems, make sure there's always some on hand when those items go missing or run out. Hi, this is Michael from Yankton Rexall. We pride ourselves on providing accurate prescriptions and appropriate medical information for your child's health. Good health attributes to good students. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
Vision Care Associates provides excellent diagnostic care. Using the most advanced technology in the industry, the doctors offer their patients the highest standard of care, allowing them to diagnose and manage many eye diseases. Choose Dr. Anderson, Dr. Teaser, and Dr. Slowey for expert personalized eye care. You'll be glad you did.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
All right, welcome back to the Avera halftime show. I'm going to turn it right over to Jacob Wirtz to give you your out-of-town scoreboard. Some big games in all classes. So, Jacob, why don't you just go ahead and start at the top and just kind of work your way down in the classes?
All right, Bryce, thank you very much. Some other 11, we're actually going to start in 11 AAA. And one matchup that we're kind of going to be looking at tonight is Roosevelt taking on Aberdeen Central. Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 11 AAA school. Aberdeen Central, though, we talked about them in the pregame being in that position right behind Watertown. Right now, there'd be the 6 seed, Watertown the 5 seed, Yankton the 4 seed, but they're all really close in seed points. But right now, it's Roosevelt leading Aberdeen Central 41-7 in the fourth quarter. Earlier today, it was O'Gorman defeating Sioux Falls Jefferson 49-6. There was also a few other games going on that are just getting started. A lot of these games just getting started now, as, of course, we had a 6 o'clock kickoff where most games start at 7. Moving to 11 AA, Brookings. They are leading Pierre in the second quarter, 14-6 at Pierre. Of course, your score here, Yankton 7, Watertown nothing at halftime. Sturgis leads Douglas 8-0 in the first quarter. Other games in 11 AA that have not started yet, T-Area taking on West Central. Spearfish and taking on Belfouche, and Huron taking on Mitchell. Those games have no scores for those. Those are just getting started, though, tonight. In Class 11A, it's Lennox leading second-ranked Canton 6-0 in the first quarter. And like I said, a lot of these games have not started yet tonight or are just getting started, and we have no scores on them, but we do have a few for you. Class 11B, Bridgewater Emery Ethan, they lead Hot Springs. And Class 11B, by the way, in the first round of the playoffs tonight, along with all the 9-man classes. So these are all playoff games from here on out. Class 11B playoffs, Bridgewater Emery Ethan leading Hot Springs 41-6 at halftime. Mount Vernon Plankinton, they lead Beersford 12-7 in the second quarter. Elk Point Jefferson, they are tied with St. Thomas More at halftime, 21 apiece. Winner, they just continue to roll this year. They are up on Clark-Willow Lake 60-0 in the second quarter. And Woonsocket, Western Springs, Sanborn Central, they are tied scoreless with McCook Central Montrose in the first quarter. Class 9 AA, Florence Henry just up the road here. They're hosting Canastota Freeman. That game tied at 0, just getting going there. Hanson, they are leading Elkton Lake Benton 14-0 in the first quarter, and several other games just getting started there in Class 9AA in the playoffs as well. In Class 9A playoffs, it's top-seeded, or second-seeded Howard, I should say. They're up on Kimball White Lake at halftime, 20-6. Kadoka area, they are tied with Castlewood right now at 14 in the second quarter. Wall, they are up 27-0 on North Central. Start of the second quarter there. Warner up 6-0 on Phillip in the first quarter. DeSmet 8-0. They lead Britton Hecla in the first quarter there. And Class 9B, Gayville-Vollen, they lead Langford area right now 30-8 in the second quarter. Del Rapids St. Mary is up on Corsica Stickney 32-0 at halftime. Alcester Hudson up 20-0 on Sully Buttes at halftime. Avon up 8-0 on Esteline Hendricks in the first quarter. And again, some other games just getting started there. So most of the games tonight we do not have scores for, but I'm sure it's going to be an exciting night of football before it's all said and done. Back to you, Bryce.
Well, we'll check it again in the post game, but we have quite the very important game and good game in front of us. Some classic ESD football. 7-0 lead for the Yankton Bucks. Yankton will receive to begin the second half, and Jacob, I'm in ESD play. I'm only comfortable with like a 3-score lead. You never know. And we've seen Yankton multiple times this season have slow first halves and then just erupt in the third quarter. And I'm hoping that's what happens here for the team in red tonight. First time these two teams have faced each other in nearly a decade. And so it's just nice to have this classic game and a very classic 7-0 score. And Yankton looking to run that up. And if Yankton wins, they will be hosting, more than likely, I'm 98% positive, Watertown next week. And vice versa. If Watertown is able to upset the Bucks, then Yankton will be traveling back up here, and so will we next week.
Yeah, especially Bryce with Aberdeen Central right now. Their game not going the way they want to right now against Roosevelt. Looks like certainly going to be a winner. The winner of this game going to host. The loser probably going to go to the other teams, like you said. So big second half here with Yankton up 7-0. It's going to be interesting to see what adjustments both teams make to start this third quarter as Yankton works. They're going to work with the ball first, working from right to left on your radio dial.
All right. And right to left on your TV or phone screen. A lot of basically what we're saying, Jacob, is they're moving right to left. Exactly. And there is the kick. We have second half action here, and takes a Watertown bounce all the way.
Kickoff goes
Actually goes out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. So ball move forward. Rugby Riken and the offense will be set up at the 20 or 35.
Penalty against the Arrows for kicking it out of bounds. The Yankton Bucks will take over first and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
And let's see if it's the same kind of offensive set that they've been running in the first half, Jacob. And now Riken has Rob and Swanson in the backhand. Off to Swanson. He finds a block on his left, bounces up to the outside, or tries to on the left edge, and is brought down after a gain of about 3.
3 yards.
Second and 7 now for the Bucks. Ball on their own 38.
Number 21.
Just 20 seconds into the second half. Riken the snap, quick toss to Jaden Krull. Krull's had some nice catches in this game, and he has enough for a Yankton, a first down with forward progress. They'll move the chains, and the ball will be set at the 47. Yankton's own 47.
First and 10. Yankton Bucks on
Over 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Yankton has it on their own 47, leading 7-0. And quick reverse to Cody Oswald. And Oswald, coming to the near side towards the Watertown sideline, is brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that brings up second and 10.
And that's an interesting. Sorry, Bryce. So that's an interesting play there. They ran kind of like a reverse play with Oswald. Something I don't know if we've seen this year.
And now Riken, the snap, under some pressure, has to step up into the pocket. And Rutledge gives him a nice block. He gets to the outside on the sideline and is knocked out of bounds at the Watertown 45-yard line. Still short of a Yankton first down, but at least into Watertown territory now. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Gain of 8 on the play, 3rd down and 2.
And now Swanson. No, it's Riken with the keeper. He goes up and is spun down to the grass at about the 40-yard line. That's enough for a Yankton first down. So a fresh set coming up. And just climbing deeper into Watertown territory. Ball on the Watertown 40. Hand off to Swanson up the middle. Nice blocking. And he is able to lower shoulder pads. Just keeps grinding all the way to the Watertown 35. So gain of 5 yards on the play.
Where he's met by number 8, Mac Johnson.
And 5 yards is 5 yards, Jacob. Doesn't matter how you get it. Just keep going up the middle. Gavin Swanson seems to be working. And they do it again. And Swanson is brought down after a gain of just a yard.
Up to number 30, Gavin Swanson.
It looked, Jacob, like that was supposed to be just a kind of a dive up the middle, but he kind of went off tackle. I think he saw something there, and then Watertown able to spin him to the ground. And now 3rd and 3, and Riken finds Cody Oswald in between the hash marks, right in the middle of the field. It is completed at the 19-yard line. Move the chains. That's another Yankton first down, and Yankton is just marching toward the Watertown end zone. 2 receivers to the left. Oswald in motion. 1 receiver to the right. And a quick counter to Cody Oswald. He bounces to the outside. He's at the 10, to the 5. That's a touchdown, Yankton. Put 6 on the board. Cody Oswald, second of the game. And Yankton now leads 13-0. And it could be 14-0 if Trevor Paulson is able to put this one through. He's been excellent on extra points all season long. And it's always interesting, Jacob, how Yankton just seems to be a kicker and punter factory, but it helps when you have greats like Brady Hale on the coaching staff. And Jaden Leitner, the snapper, the holder, Lucas Kamshoff. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick up through the uprights. 14-0 Yankton, 9:34 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to make some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip-in from the rock. Let's give the home team. You've got to make some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Fall sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera, specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athlete back in the game in no time. offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
All right, and Watertown returns the kick, and a nice return for Watertown, and breaking to the outside, going upfield is Owen Sparks into Yankton territory. What a return for Watertown. It was a misdirection on the return.
Watertown arrows into Yankton Buck territory at the 47-yard line.
So ball on the 47-yard line of Yankton. What a return, Jacob.
That was a big return and good answer for Watertown here to start this drive. They ran that fake reverse on the kickoff, and that was a great return for Watertown to start this possession.
And three receivers to the left. Norberg takes the snap. And toss over to Dingser.
Pass complete to number 16, Colin Dingser.
And Dingser is spun down at the 42-yard line, so gain of 5 on the play. Maybe 6, actually 2nd and 4 for Watertown. Norberg empty backfield. 5 receivers out. Looking to pass. He's looking for Holden down the right sideline. Super Gessie on the defense. It is brought in by Holden. What a grab inside the 10-yard line. And he had a foot in, Jacob. That was a really nice catch by Holden. Now Watertown knocking on Yankton's door, trying to answer that last score from the Bucks. 35-yard reception.
That was a heck of a play there. Holden kind of ran a double move, kind of faked like he was going to do a curl route, and then he just went down the sideline, beat the defender, and great hands by Holden. We've seen him with some fantastic catches tonight, being able to haul that one in for 35.
And now Norberg rolls out to the right. He's at the 10 and is brought down out of bounds. That's going to be a late penalty on Yankton. And he was well out of bounds. Gavin Hazelhorst brings him down. And so that will put Watertown right up on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Norberg ended up getting flushed out of the pocket, rolled to his right. And he did get knocked down, laid out of bounds there. Easy call for the official to make. That'll put the ball inside the 5-yard line.
And they're discussing something here. Or Watertown is with their own sideline.
So that was a personal foul, late hit out of bounds. It'll be half the distance to the goal.
5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5.
All right, here we go. Ball on the 5-yard line. Norberg takes a snap and toss toward the end zone for Watertown. It is broken up by Mac Reichen. Great defense by the Bucks. Their back is against the wall. Norberg, very accurate passer there.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 5.
And Watertown seems very interested to have up to 5 receivers, Jacob, just lined up.
They like to run spread, as Coach Muth kind of said in the pregame coaches interview. They'll run 3, 4, 5 wide receivers. We've seen several different sets tonight from them. And, yeah, they're even doing it in the red zone here inside the 5-yard line.
And now Norberg takes a snap. He's rolling out to the left. Gavin Hazelhorst on his trail, and Hazelhorst brings him down. What a play by Gavin Hazelhorst.
15-yard line, a loss of 10 on the play.
Loss of 10 on the play. Hazelhorst, Coach Colpitz would really appreciate this, Jacob. Gavin Hazelhorst is running around like a man with his hair on fire. That's what he loves to say.
Yeah, he's been in the backfield quite a bit tonight, either putting pressure on the quarterback, making plays in the running game, and now he gets a sack there, and he's just been a hard man to block tonight for this Watertown offensive line, and they're lining him up on both sides of the defense, you know, and he's just been able to make plays constantly tonight, and that was a big 10-yard loss there.
3rd and 15 now. Norberg tossed to Holden in the end zone, and and it is brought in by Cole Holden. Watertown answers Yankton. The score now 14-6. And so it is again a one-score game. And what a throw from Norberg, but even better catch, a contested catch from Cole Holden.
That was, we've seen that from Holden tonight a few times. He's got such good hands. He's got soft hands. That ball just is attracted to his hands. It seems like he's got magnets on his hands.
And the extra point is put through the uprights. And so it is 14-7.
7:46 to go in the third period. It's the Yankton 14 and the Watertown Arrows 7.
With 7:46 to go in the third quarter, we'll be back in 1 minute. Yankton 14, Watertown 7. Watertown to receive. This is Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Athletic trainers Michelle Lighthizer and Jeff Hoster.
They're different sizes, different densities, and they change over time. Sometimes they develop breast cancer. If you notice changes in your breast, call your provider to schedule a mammogram. Starting at age 40, put getting a mammogram with the Vera Breast Center on your yearly to-do list. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
State Farm off the west.
Return for the number 1 Austin.
All right, Austin Goebel on the return for Yankton. I think we're going to have a holding going on at Yankton. Yes, we do. So he had a pretty decent return, Jacob, but it will be coming back.
Yeah, it was pretty clear there. There was a holding right near where the ball was, and that's going to take that one back for Yankton as they had the ball with decent field position to start the possession.
7:41 to go here in the third quarter. 14-7 lead for your Yankton Bucks. Cody Oswald responsible for both of those touchdowns. And looking for a third one here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bucks on offense, ball on their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, the Yankton.
Riken standing about where shortstop is on the baseball field. Handoff to Swanson. Swanson just rolls over a Watertown defender for a very short gain, but a very hard fought, about 3 yards on the play.
28, Mac Young. A gain of 3 on the play.
So second and 7 now for the Bucks. 3 receivers to the left. Riken in the shotgun. Chest high snap. He's looking to pass. He has Jaden Kroll. Does he see him? No, he's brought down by Watertown. Loss of 6. He was brought down by Brock Eitrim, the 6-foot sophomore.
Brock Eitrim.
So Eitrim on the big tackle. And now third and 12 for the Bucks. 6:50 to go here in the third quarter. Yankton has it on their own 19. There's Rugby Riken taking the snap. He has to step up in the pocket. A lot of pressure again. And again, Riken is brought down in the backfield. What is going on? It is now 4th down, and Trevor Paulson will be out to boot it for the Bucks. And Jacob, I think we're finally seeing what Coach Muth was talking about with Watertown putting so many men down on the line. It's a different look than Yankton gets in most teams.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this is what Watertown wants to do. They want to try to get pressure on the quarterback. We've seen that all night. They get back-to-back sacks on that play.
And Trevor Paulson in his own end zone, just north of the pitching mound here at Watertown Stadium. And a very short punt from Trevor Paulson, but he was backed up. And first in trouble, receives it at the Yankton 42-yard line. And that is where Watertown will set up offense. And the way they moved the ball last time, Jacob, this is scary for Yankton.
It absolutely is, and that's, this defense is going to have to step up now. We've seen that a few times, and
Peterson.
We're going to have to see what happens on this possession. This is going to be a key possession here halfway through the third quarter.
All right, 5:57 to go here in the third. (14-7) lead for the Bucks, but Watertown trying to tie things up here. Yankton has 3 men down on the line, sending a couple extras, and another pass out to Holden on the right sideline. Led him a little too far.
Holden, depending on the play, number 15, Jaden Supergessi.
So Supergessi able to shut him down. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Arrows.
And again, he had Holden down the near sideline here. He had beaten Supergessi, had a good couple of steps on him, but just overthrew him, or that would have been a touchdown.
All right, and now Norberg. Empty backfield, 5 receivers. And he's looking to pass, and James Stewart on his tail, as well as Bodie Rutledge able to bring him down just after a gain of a few yards. And I'm excited, Jacob, because Norberg had a lot of real estate in front of him, but Rutledge able to bring him down.
That was a nice job by Norberg improvising there again. It was Hazelhorst coming off the edge, and Yankton putting the pressure on, and Norberg had to step up in the pocket and get what he could.
8-yard line.
And that'll bring up a third down and a manageable 5.
And now Norberg. Empty backfield again. Charlie Foote able to bring him down behind the line. Charlie Foote was sent to the ground by his blocker and still was able to reach up and make the tackle. A foot tackle, if you will, Jacob. There you go. Yeah, you like that. All right, brings up 4th down for Watertown. They will boot it to Yankton. And it looks, Jacob, like we're back to that defensive struggle again.
It certainly seems so. Both offenses right away went down the field on their first possessions, and they were able to score. But yeah, now all of a sudden we get the defenses kind of showing back up again.
And there is the punt from Cole Holden, and goes out of bounds at the, where are they going to mark this at? Right at the 10. So Yankton has it on their own, or 15 rather, their own 15-yard line. 4:34 to go in the third quarter.
Where they'll take over 1st and 10.
And Yankton trying to get an insurance score here. And 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It is Gavin Swanson in the backfield with Reichen, as well as Max Robb in that halfback position. And the snap and the hold, and giving it to Swanson, is able to roll his way to about the 20.5, and we have flags coming in way after the play. So obviously personal foul or unsportsmanlike, but it's coming. We'll see against which team. And Watertown's kind of backing up, it seems. We'll see here. Personal foul on Watertown. And just on Watertown. So Yankton gets to move ahead some yards, Jacob.
That was a big break there, and I didn't see what happened. That was obviously a dead ball personal foul.
And so Yankton now has it on their own 37-yard line. I think that's the 36. 4:26 to go in the third. Yankton with that 1 touchdown lead, 14-7. Reichen with Swanson and Robb. Handoff to Swanson following Max Robb's block, and is brought down after a gain of just a yard. Handoff in a cloud of dust kind of football we're playing here tonight. In quite literal dust, as we mentioned earlier, there is a baseball infield on one part of the stadium, which I'm actually starting to find very neat, Jacob.
It's unique, that's for sure. You don't see a lot of that anymore. It used to be that way with several fields, but not anymore.
And Reichen takes the snap, and nice block in the backfield. Toss downfield, intended for Cameron Zarbach, too high. And sails out of bounds. And that will bring up 3rd and 9 for Yankton. Ball on their own 37. And one thing, Jacob, I'm noticing on this drive, and actually the last drive, I believe, is that Yankton is pulling Max Robb back a little bit for some chip blocking, because Reichen was brought down many times in that last drive. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Tyler Solar in motion. And we have a flag out on the field. And it is a false start going on Yankton. Jacob, what's going on?
False start.
Look like you're
against the Yankton Bucks. They'll bring up third.
Had a false start there on.
No,
one.
I'm talking
Looks like
behind
one of the
you.
linemen. I'm not sure what's going on behind me. If it's one of the press boxes with the coaches or what the deal is.
There's some kind of commotion. That's why I'm asking. Empty backfield. Riken ball has it on. Yankton has it on their own 32, and pass downfield to Max Robb. He has it. He turns upfield. He loses the ball. It's Watertown ball. Max Robb loses it right at the 50-yard line after the completed catch. It is Watertown ball.
Number 5 for the Arrows restart. Number 5
Oh,
restart,
boy.
recovered the fumble. It'll be 1st and 10, Watertown Arrows. Right at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And so now Watertown has another chance at it here, Jacob. Reese Stark on the recovery. It's now Drew Norberg and the offense with 3:45 to go in the third, trying to get back into Yankton territory, tie this thing up. And sends a man in motion, sends Dingser in motion, and Norberg keeps himself and moves forward for a gain of about 2.5, make that 3 yards. So 2nd and 7 for Watertown.
Jade Leitner.
And that was a big play, Bryce. Max Robb had the first down and everything, and just a nice job of the Watertown defender coming in to wrap up on the tackle, and he was able to knock the ball loose, and another Watertown defender, Reese Stark, right there to recover it. That's a big momentum changer in this third quarter.
And now Norberg, empty backfield, 5 receivers set again. That spread offense. Pass to the right, and pass intended for Trevin Rodden. It goes through his hands as he receives some contact from Cooper Grotenhouse.
Cooper Grotenhouse.
Yankton's defense going to need to get one more stop here to try to make sure that turnover doesn't affect them. We'll see if they can get it done here on this play, and got to watch Cole Holden here. Try to find him on the field, see where he's at, because I'm sure they're going to be looking for him.
And Norberg, again, running that spread offense. He rolls out to his left. Leitner on his tail and has to throw it away.
Norberg's pass intended for number 5.
That brings up 4th down, so Watertown will punt to Yankton. Cody Oswald will receive this deep in Yankton territory. But again, Yankton defense coming through for Yankton.
Yeah, they are. Again, more pressure put on by this Yankton defense. They're able to get to Norberg, force him to roll out to his left, and it was ended up overthrowing his receiver.
Cody Oswald.
And this defense has just stepped up time after time tonight.
Cole Holden, the punter, and chest high snap, and gets a pretty good boot on it. Cody Oswald will see that one go out of bounds, and they will. And we have Watertown fans asking for a flag. Jacob, how is it being amongst the fans?
Well, it's not too bad. It's a good view, you know.
Yeah. Are you finding yourself influenced yet?
No, not one bit.
There you go.
24-yard line, 1st and 10.
Ball on Yankton's own 25-yard line. 2:49 to go here in the third quarter. 14-7 lead for the Bucks. Robbie Riken and the offense trying to move the ball downfield. 3 receivers to the right as Tyler Solar is in motion. Riken looking to pass. He's finding Cameron Zarbach down the left sideline. He has it and is brought down at the Watertown 40. Cameron Zarbach signals for a first down. Yes, sir, you have it. Yankton moves the chains and then some all the way into Arrow territory. What a pass from Rugby Riken. Perfect timing down that left sideline, Jacob, to find Cameron Zarbach.
That was a great play. Cameron Zarbach with a double move on that one to get that open.
And now Bradwich gets the carry and is brought down right at the line. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 for Yankton.
Great job on that last play to Zarbach. Zarbach ran a double move. He looked like he was going to run an out route, and then he ran up the sideline, and he had a couple steps on the defender and was able to haul that one in. That was a big play to get this drive started.
And now Max Robb in motion. And Riken rolling out to his right. And a pass out to Gavin Swanson. He'll be brought down behind the line. But we do have holding going on Yankton. That will back him up.
Slipped and fell at the arrow 49.
So holding going on Yankton.
Loss of yardage.
And where was that hold, Jacob? I was watching the ball.
It was in the backfield on the backside. They were trying to run a screen and looked like one of the linemen maybe held. I think if you're Watertown, you just decline the penalty, and because Swanson slipped and lost about 6 yards on the play. For your Watertown, I'd almost decline this and make it a 3rd and long.
And so, no, they're taking the penalty.
Yeah, they're going to take the penalty and make it second and long. Either way, but with Swanson losing 6 yards and it would have been 3rd down, I almost would have taken the play, the result of the play, but nonetheless, still going to be 2nd and long.
Minute 44 on the clock, 2nd and long for Yankton. Rugby Riken drops back in his own territory now. He slings it downfield to Cody Oswald. Oswald has it and is flung out of bounds into his own teammates on the sideline at the Watertown 47-yard line. Kind of back to where they were.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
So 3rd and 17 for the Bucks. Minute 15 to go in the 3rd. Riken takes a snap. He's looking for Cody Oswald. Oswald, an out route. He has it at the 35. Quick move and is brought down out of bounds. And that is at the Watertown 29-yard line in a big gain on the play for Yankton.
Stopping there for the arrows is Cole Holt.
Oh, no, they're going to say he went out of bounds. Did they say he went out of bounds, Jacob?
Yeah, it said he went out of bounds at the 34.
Okay, the 34-yard line. Still a nice reception for Yankton. 4th and 4. Yankton obviously going for it at this point. Why not? And we have a timeout going on Yankton. They had too many men on the field. And so better safe than sorry. So Yankton taking a timeout. We're going to go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds as well. This is Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Who are you going to call? The first chiropractic centers. We have been helping people get back into their game for over 37 years. Whether your game is sports-related, household chores, exercising, or just day-to-day activities. If your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. Who are you going to call? First Chiropractic Centers in Yankton, Scotland, Bloomfield, Partington, Wagner, and Kendall. First Chiropractic Center, full health with hands-on healing.
All right. So Yankton narrowly, Jacob, avoided a penalty, a 12-man penalty. A smart timeout called by Yankton. All right, 4th and 4 for the Bucks. Ball on Watertown's 34-yard line. Is Gavin Swanson in the backfield with Riken. Kind of a tight formation. Cody Oswald in motion. And a quick handoff, a quick pitch to Oswald. Oswald trying to turn upfield. Yankton has a 1st down and then some. And Oswald is brought down at the Watertown 20-yard line. The Wizard of Oz does it again. And Yankton has fresh life and are knocking on the Watertown end zone door.
Right at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, Yankton Bucks.
Yankton wasting no time. Hand up to Gavin Swanson. He goes past the left tackle. We're going to have a holding going on Yankton as he is superplexed into the grass. And those will back him up anyway, just judging on where the flag was thrown, and they officially did signal a holding on the Bucks.
There is a flag on the play.
And Bryce, that's the 2nd time on this drive we've seen Yankton with a holding on the back side of the play. Not sure what's going on over there to where it's away from the play, and so it's just, that's something that coaches are probably wondering, why is this happening away from the play. That's the second time we've seen that holding on the backside of the ball.
Exactly. So it's 1st and 20 now for Yankton, and Rugby Riken goes up to his line and talks to him. You have Max Robb kind of in that halfback position, ready to block Evan Swanson, the running back. 2 receivers to left, 2 right. And the snap, Riken looking to pass, under some pressure, but toss toward the end zone, and Oswald gets some separation, and the pass is incomplete. And order coming up here at Watertown Stadium, an ESD clash and a home playoff game on the line. 14-7 in the Bucks' favor, and Yankton is knocking on the door. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Bucks football on KYNT and KYNTV.
Vision Care Associates provides excellent diagnostic care. Using the most advanced technology in the industry, the doctors offer their patients the highest standard of care, allowing them to diagnose and manage many eye diseases. Choose Dr. Anderson, Dr. Peaser, and Dr. Chloe for expert personalized eye care. You'll be glad you did.
Fall sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera, specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athlete back in the game in no time, offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
And Riken toss out to Cody Oswald, a little long. As we come back from break, we begin the 4th quarter of action here. So ball on the 20. It is 4th and 10. Trevor Paulson coming out with Lucas Kamshoff. And this will be a field goal attempt. It'll be held at the 26, so this would be a 36-yard attempt. We've seen him make these many a times this season, Jacob, but first time on grass. All right, Krauts on the right hash marks. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is through the uprights. Trevor Paulson with a big leg, giving Yankton some breathing room. The score 17-7 in Yankton's favor. It's a 37-yard field goal for Trevor Paulson. Again, the score 17-7, 11:51 to go here in the 4th quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Bucks football on KYNT and KYNTV.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
All right, welcome back. 4th quarter, 17-7. Yankton Bucks on top of the Watertown Arrows. 11:51 to go in the 4th. Trevor Paulson with a 37-yard field goal to give the Bucks an extended lead. And the return for Watertown is picked up at the 10-yard line. And first in trouble, finds some room on the outside. And Trevor Paulson, the kicker, will have a late hit penalty called on him. And then we have another flag coming from the Yankton sideline, so you can probably just add to this. And we'll see who this is on. Actually, we probably won't. Who knows? Maybe just the Yankton sideline in general. And see, Yankton, Jacob, this is not a good situation for them. They're not helping themselves in this situation.
No, first it looked like there was a late hit there out of bounds on the far sideline, right in front of the Yankton bench, and then I don't know if one of the coaches said something or one of the players did. Somebody maybe said something afterwards. Personal foul, they're going to say in the first penalty. And then a dead ball and sportsmanlike on Yankton. So, yeah, I don't know if one of the coaches said something or players, but somebody must have said something along the Yankton sideline, and that's huge.
Well, because of that double penalty, you just added 5, 10, 15, like 30 yards to this play. So now Watertown is set up in Yankton at territory. At first, they were on their own about 35, and now they are on the Yankton 43-yard line. 11:45 to go in the last quarter. 10-point lead for the Bucks, 17-7. Watertown with that spread offense, 5 receivers down. Norberg takes the snap. He's under some pressure, finds a receiver out to the right, and Holden able to break one tackle, but he can't get away from 4 Yankton Bucks as he is brought down to the grass. That is a pretty decent gain for Watertown. And the ball is placed at the Yankton 36. So second and 3 for Watertown. And again, empty backfield. High snap, and Norberg pulls it down, keeps it himself, goes out to the right, and is met right at the line of scrimmage by Yankton.
Norberg on the keeper play is going to gain yardage to the 35.
And Gavin Hazelhorst on the tackle. I'm calling it right now, Jacob. Gavin Hazelhorst is our Olson's Pest Technician's pest of the game.
That kid's been playing hard all game. He's just been coming off the edge, just like with his hair on fire. I mean, he's just been in the backfield. He's had a couple sacks tonight. Been making plays in the running game like we see there, and he's just had a heck of a game tonight, that defensive end / outside linebacker spot.
Kind of that hybrid position. 10:35 to go in the fourth, 3rd and 2. Norberg tosses it, and they are going to say completed catch by First and Trouble out on the right sideline, just in front of the first down marker. That moves the chains. And so Watertown, fresh set of downs. Ball now on Yankton's 28-yard line. And now Norberg rolls out to the right and is pushed out of bounds.
Norberg on a keeper play, going to run him out of bounds at the 20, near the 25-yard line. He's run out of bounds by number 24, Gavin Hazelhorst.
$10:07 to go here in the fourth. That would be a loss of 2. So 2nd and 12 for the Arrows. And Norberg. Pass to First and Trouble, and he is brought down in the backfield by James Stewart. Stewart streaking into the backfield. Excellent job by the Bucks defense yet again. 3rd and 12 now. Cody Oswald trying to communicate with Coach Colpitz on the sideline, trying to get that signal. As we know, Cody Oswald plays every side of the ball, and he plays it hard.
3rd down and 17.
So 3rd and 17 for Watertown. Norberg, that spread offense, 5 receivers set. Steps up in the pocket and is almost brought down by Hazelhorst. Hazelhorst was held, but he is eventually brought down by Cody Oswald at the Yankton 26-yard line. So it is 4th.
27-yard line.
4th down. About 4th and 10. 4th and 7. 4th and 9, my gosh. Between the scoreboard and the sticks, Jacob, they're all different. And the snap and the hole for the field goal attempt is very wide right for Watertown. And on the attempt was Andrew Check, the 5'10" senior kicker. And so Yankton's defense does it again. Bend, but they don't break. 8:40 to go in the fourth quarter. It is 17-7. Yankton on top, and now Yankton has the ball.
Take over 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
On their own 20.
Like you said, Bryce. Just kind of that bend but don't break defense. We've seen that quite a bit tonight from this Yankton team.
And now it is Reichen with Oswald in motion. Reichen has some room out to the right. He gets to the outside to the 25, all the way to the 30, and is brought out of bounds.
Reichen's going to scramble to the 31-yard line. Sufficient yardage for a first down.
And so that is a Bucks first down.
At the 31, and it'll be 1st and 10, Yankton.
Ball on Yankton's own 31-yard line.
31-yard line.
And Reichen with Bradwich in the back, as well as Max Robb, takes a snap, and there was miscommunication. Miscommunication between Bradwich and Reichen, as Bradwich immediately went out to the right, and then Jacob Reichen was holding the ball out for no one.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times now tonight, where there's just miscommunication between the running back and the quarterback, and as far as which way they're going, and another loss of yards there.
And Reichen the snap, and this time a handout to Swanson. Swanson, the bowling ball moves forward. He just keeps rolling right down the lane, and is about 3 yards short of the first down marker. So it'll be third and 3.
7 on the play. 3rd down and 3.
7:35 to go in the final quarter. And Reichen keeps it himself, pitch option, I believe, and goes out to the left and is brought down just behind the line of scrimmage, and that brings up 4th down. And Trevor Paulson and the punt squad come back out. Jacob, you called it on the drive here that this has just been this is going to be just a defensive struggle, and not in the sense of both offenses can't get anything going, but both defenses just being stout.
Well, we've talked about it all night. That's kind of been the storyline of the game, is the defenses have stepped up. They've made plays when they need to, given up a few big plays for each team, but really for the most part, this has been just a good defensive performance by both teams.
Nice snap, and Paulson has his punt blocked. It is blocked, and Watertown will fall on it, or maybe even not, going all the way to the 15-yard line, and that is where Watertown is finally stopped. The punt protection broke down for Yankton, and Trevor Paulson had about 4 different arrows in his face, and eventually, Jacob, they struck, and now Watertown again banging on the Yankton end zone door, and let's see if this bend but don't break defense can do it yet again.
We've seen that tonight, Bryce. There's been a few of these punts for Yankton that have been close to being blocked, not quite, but Watertown has gotten pressure on Yankton's punts, and tonight, and now that one they get to, and boy, this just turned things around with 6.5 minutes to go here.
Now Norberg, ball on Yankton's 15, handoff up the middle, and a touchdown for Watertown. That is Owen Sparks. Owen Sparks, the 5'10" sophomore, 15-yard touchdown run. And that is capitalizing on a Yankton blocking miscommunication, Jacob, and they really capitalized on it. If Czech can put this through the uprights, they're just a field goal behind Yankton with 6:30 to go in the 4th. Snap, hold, kick, and the kick is wide, and that actually is a big deal for Yankton, as Yankton now has a 4-point lead rather than just a field goal. So basically it's a 1-score lead now for Yankton. 6:30 to go in the 4th. We're going to be back in 30 seconds. This is Bucks football on KYNT and KYNTV.
Message indicating there's a problem with your cell phone, your taxes, your Medicare benefits, or your utilities. And the only way to get it cleared up is to either put funds on a gift card or send cash. All of these are scams designed to obtain your hard-earned funds. Contact the Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 1-800-300-1986. Another red flag is the call or text comes in after work hours or on the weekend. Don't become a victim. Let Consumer Protection do some checking for you before you send any funds.
Welcome back to Watertown Stadium. And Watertown really capitalized on a blocked punt and able to put it in the end zone from 15 yards out. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. 17-13 lead still for the Bucks. The extra point did miss, and we've seen that kind of miss really affect games late, Jacob, and we'll see if it does here. And check the kickoff, and Cody Oswald will try to return it right at the goal line. Finds some room on the left, and eventually is brought down by the Arrows at the about 16-yard line.
Cody Oswald on the return out to the 17-yard line.
Maybe the 17.
30, Caden German.
Yeah, it's a ball in the 17. That's where Yankton will take over offense.
What a change of events here, Bryce. You know, that blocked punt really changed momentum here in this game. And boy, this last 6.5 minutes, hold on to your seatbelts, folks. We got a good one for you here.
And Swanson finds some room up the middle and rolls forward.
Handoff to number 30, Gavin.
And he is brought down at the
23. Before he's tackling by number 21, Mason.
At about the 23-yard line. Give him about 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. Swanson again, the handoff, and just runs right into an arrow and gets to the 30-yard line, and that will move the chains for Yankton. Fresh set of downs.
Stop again by number 12, Devin Lewis.
And the clock keeps on ticking. And Swanson, another handoff, and this time he is brought down behind the line. Loss of a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 11 for Yankton. Ball on their own 29-yard line. And you're going to have that happen, Jacob. Swanson's always going to give you 3, 4, maybe 5 yards, but every once in a while he'll be caught in the back.
That time he got caught from behind. A nice job. I'm not sure who that was on the tackle, but great job of coming from behind the play to make him to tackle him from behind.
And timeout taken by Yankton as Rugby Riken. There was a clear miscommunication as 3 different Yankton Bucks were talking to the sideline. And so obviously better safe than sorry as the timeout is taken. Timeout's brought to you by Gavin Zimmerman, Thrivent Financial. And Jacob, I do realize that I actually forgot to mention that Core Trust Bank is giving $33 to the Yankton Booster Club because of the made field goal from Trevor Paulson, that 37-yard field goal. And again, it's brought to you by Core Trust Bank. And all the kicks that Yankton makes this season, Core Trust will donate $33 to that booster club. And Core Trust Bank helps you achieve your personal and business goals. Core Trust Bank, 2 locations. Yankton, raise your expectations. Member FDIC. All right, 2nd and 11 for Yankton.
And Bryce, that's a big timeout because with 5:23 left, Yankton's only got 1 left.
And snap for Riken. Ball on Yankton zone 29. Toss out to Tyler Solar. And it's positive yardage, but not nearly enough. It was just an out route toward the sideline. Gain of about 4 yards on the play.
A gain of 4, maybe 5. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
So 3rd and 6 for Yankton now. Ball on their own 35. Solar in motion. 3 receivers to the right now. Riken under a lot of pressure, has to scramble out to his right. Steps up into the pocket. He has to get away. And he finds Gavin Swanson on the outside. And that's enough for a Yankton first down. Gavin Swanson, just a great safety net on that play. Wide open. Reagan didn't need him to gain a lot of yards, just enough, and that's what he did.
1st and 10, Yankton.
So fresh set of downs. And the clock stopped as Swanson went out of bounds. 4:47 to go in the 4th. 4-point lead for Yankton, 17-13. Yankton has it on their own 44. And sweep over to Oswald, and Oswald is brought down after a gain of 2. And all night, Jacob, and obviously he is having an amazing game, Cody Oswald. But if you notice this game alone, he's really kind of bobbling the ball once he's getting it. It's happened like 4 times.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times with some of these handoffs or little toss plays outside.
He lost one earlier, but Yankton did recover. 2nd and 8 for Yankton. And Yankton letting some clock drain as Riken checks his play band. I don't know why I found that funny, Jacob, but I did. And the snap. Swanson, the handoff. He has some room. He's into Watertown territory. He's at the Watertown 40. The Watertown 35-yard line, and it's spun down to the grass. That's enough for a Yankton first down, and Yankton in Watertown territory.
First down, Yankton Bucks.
And Watertown will take a timeout. We'll step aside as well. Here's the situation. 3:51 to go in the fourth. 17-13 lead for Yankton. Yankton with the ball in Watertown territory at the Watertown 35-yard line. We're going to go ahead and step aside, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
When you're ready to root on the home team, make sure the celebration includes 1919 root beer. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. In addition, 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no corn syrup, gluten, or caffeine and should be served cold or over ice cream. Available in 12-packs and single-serve cans at grocery convenience stores and restaurants. Try it today.
All right, welcome back to Watertown Stadium. Yankton on the Watertown 35. Riken sends Rob in motion. And now he's set. Swanson with the handoff. Swanson goes up the middle and is brought down at the 32-yard line. Or excuse me, the 28-yard line. Wrong direction, Jacob. And so that's a nice gain for Yankton. And that will bring up second and about 2, maybe 3 for the Bucks. Make it second and 3. And Yankton just really content, Jacob, to try to kill as much of this clock as possible because they know that Trevor Paulson is pretty reliable even from this distance. And Riken letting the play clock go down. And handoff to Swanson, and he goes the opposite way of some tackles to gain some extra leverage. Is brought down in between the hash marks, right up the middle. And that is enough for a Bucks first down, but we do have a timeout being taken by Watertown. And Jacob, let's just keep it right here. I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners. One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution is located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. And Midwest Insurance Agency, a local independent insurance agency offering insurance from a local South Dakota company to Smet Farm Mutual. Midwest Insurance Agency is located just east of the Yankton Bowl. And Aztec. Colbert Pioneer has changed names to Aztec, and change can be a good thing. Aztec is offering a healthy sign-on bonus, wage and benefits plus walk-in interviews. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. All right, fresh set of downs for the Bucks. 1st and 10, ball on Watertown's 24. Hand off to Swanson. Swanson goes up the middle, and he gets to the 20. So gain of 4 on the play, and Watertown again takes a timeout. And that is their last timeout. And Jacob, let's just keep it here. 2:54 on the clock. Obviously, if Yankton can score, knock on wood. I'll even make everyone can hear it. So knock on wood. If Yankton's defense keeps playing the way they have been, a score here really puts Yankton in a very healthy spot moving forward. A field goal, obviously, that would still make it a touchdown game, but I don't know. Obviously, they prefer the score here.
Well, absolutely. You need to get points regardless. And this is a huge set of downs here. 2nd and 7 at the Watertown 20, and it's one of those things. Yeah, you need points regardless, but a touchdown would definitely help Yankton's cause. A field goal would put it still within a one-possession game. But you got to try to just, I think, keep running this clock. Watertown just used their last time out, and just want to try to run down as much clock as you can.
All right, Riken out now. Handoff to Swanson. Swanson goes right into the pads of some arrows, pretty much right at the line, maybe a gain of a couple inches. Some hard-fought inches, that is, but it brings up third down for Yankton. 3rd and 6. And 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the 4th. And Yankton letting some clock wind down here. And low snap, and Yankton does jump on it. Riken gets there, and we should have a late flag here. Where is the flag? Watertown wants a flag, but so do I, as Yankton's lineman was just sent to the ground. Jacob, what did you see on that?
I actually didn't see it. I was looking down at my stats and here, and so I missed what happened there. But
Yankton wanted a flag, and so did Watertown.
Yeah, obviously everybody wanted a flag.
Throw all the flags, Jacob. And so minute 32, and the clock just keeps on ticking. It is 4th and 9. And I believe Yankton will burn a timeout, and they do. So let's set up the situation here, Jacob. Minute 25 on the clock. Yankton, 4th and 9, ball on the 22. I would assume that they're going to go for a field goal. Trevor Paulson warming up. So about 5 yards, about a 37-yard field goal again for Yankton. And he misses it, then I guess it's kind of the same situation as if you would punt. And obviously they'd still make it a 7-point game. And so then Yankton really just going to be putting the ball on Yankton's defense, really putting it in their court, so to speak. And the way they're playing in this game, I believe they can do it. They've really been stout this game. And the last touchdown they gave up was mainly because of the blocked punt. You put him at 15 yards out of the end zone. There's only so much a defense can do, right? So it all is riding on this field goal.
It is. This is a huge field goal here. Can make it a 7-point game, and then it forces Watertown to well, either way, they're going to have to score a touchdown. But it forces them to have to score and kick an extra point just to tie. And, of course, if Yankton misses it, then Watertown can go down and win the game. But both teams have no timeouts now, so this is going to be an interesting last minute 25.
39-yard field goal attempt for Yankton. Jay Leitner, the snap. Lucas Kamshoff, the holder. Paulson backs up. He's ready. Good snap. Good hold. And a good boot on it. It is through the uprights. It just clears the bar. Yankton now up 7. Wow, what a leg from Trevor Paulson. Minute 25 to go here in the 4th. Yankton leading 23-13. And wow, just what a leg, Jacob.
Yeah, at first I thought maybe it was going to go wide left, but it did get in there. And
they signaled good. I still haven't seen them put them up on the board, so now I'm getting nervous. The officials did say good, so I don't know what there is to. Oh yeah, they did. Never mind. Okay, Jacob, you know what? About 5 times a year, I have math issues that bad, and that's one of them. So I'm sure the entire trip back, you're going to make fun of that. But
well, I'm not sure it was a math issue, maybe more of a vision issue.
Yes. Let's go with that. 20-13 lead for Yankton. Minute 25 on the clock here in the 4th. Yankton's defense needs to come up big right here and stop Watertown or just slow them down enough. And Watertown needs a touchdown and an extra point to tie things here. Again, a home playoff game is on the line between, these two teams. Will Watertown be traveling to Yankton next Thursday, or will we be right back here at Watertown Stadium? And it's kind of a squib kick up the middle from Paulson. It's off an arrow and eventually finds the hands of Watertown. And on the outside, having some room on the run is Owen Sparts. And Sparts gets to Watertown's 35-yard line. And that is where Watertown will set up their offense. And here we go, Jacob.
Good field position here for Watertown at their own 35, and yeah, here we go. This is going to be a nail-biter finish, so don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one for you.
Oh, yes. Minute 17 to go here in the fourth. And now Norberg. Spread offense, 5 receivers. Empty backfield, takes the snap. Quick pass out to Holden. And he brings it in at the about 39-yard line. Maybe they're going to give him the 40. And yes, Jacob, I saw it. That was a holding on Yankton, but they got away with it. Ball at the 39.
Yeah, it looked like Super Kessie was.
He got a lot of that.
He was
jersey.
holding Holden as he was catching that ball. They didn't call it.
Officials have done a nice job here tonight, though. And now Norberg. Toss down the left sideline to Holden, and Super Gessie able to shut him down. And Holden, Jacob, I honestly do believe that Holden did trip up himself. Yeah, there's a little contact, but of course you are in the middle of the Watertown fans, so I think it sounds worse than it really is.
Yeah, it was a tough call there. You know, Holden had beaten Super Gessie, as we've seen quite a bit tonight. We've seen Holden get by the defense quite a bit, and that ball overthrown, and not sure if the officials thought maybe it was uncatchable or what the deal was there, but no penalty called.
Minute 7 to go, 3rd and 6 for Watertown. Ball in their own 39. Norberg the snap, and another deep pass down the middle of the field, and incomplete, too long. And Cooper Grotenhouse with a nice defensive stop there. Nice coverage. Just blanketed him all the way down in the middle of the field. So an even 1 minute on the clock. Obviously, Watertown's offense will stay out on the field. They're going to try another, well, I don't know. Do you keep chucking it downfield, Jacob? I would just be trying to get the first down here if I was Watertown.
Yeah, I think you got to try to get something right at the sticks. But 6 to 8 yard play here and just get the first down. The clock will stop after a first down anyway.
4th and 6, Norberg takes the snap. It's all right here. Norberg steps up and toss to the middle. Holden is broken up by Jaden Supergessie. What a super play. And Yankton has the victory, basically, Jacob. They're just going to be able to kneel on this thing a couple times. Watertown has no timeouts, and so Yankton will be hosting a home playoff game next Thursday, 99% sure, against Watertown. And have you heard anything, Jacob, on the Aberdeen score?
Well, that score was 41-7 my last check.
Oh, yeah, that's
Roosevelt
right.
was up in fourth quarter.
So Aberdeen probably didn't come back into that one.
Not too likely. We'll check it here once the game ends in our post-game show.
Absolutely. Riken under center. Takes a knee. And the clock will just keep on ticking.
1st and 10, now it'll be 2nd and 10 or 11.
Remember, we have our Hy-Vee post-game show around the corner.
Yankton Bucks are going to run out the clock.
And what a performance from this Yankton defense here tonight. And a lot of great individual performances. We'll talk about them and have a coach interview all right here from Watertown Stadium. The Bucks improved to 5-4 on the year, and again are hosting the Watertown Arrows next Thursday. So we'll have a immediate rematch between these two ESD teams. Yankton Bucks, again, the final score 20-13. And we'll be back after this break. This is Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
Locally owned businesses help build strong communities, and that's true with Triple Time Rudy's. You get a locally owned business that offers fuel discounts for Yankton's largest employers, supports local schools and events, and carries quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and Kaler Locker meat that customers love. Triple Time Rudy's is conveniently located at 17th and Broadway for your daily fill-up and convenience needs. So pull in to Triple Time Rudy's today.
At Culver's, we cook our butter burgers pretty much the same as you would at home. Only our 3-cut blend of fresh beef will do. Then you'll need to master our signature press and sear technique. You may want to practice a few thousand times. Add real Wisconsin cheese, top with a lightly buttered toasted bun, and serve yourself with a big warm smile.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole cook-to-order butter burger thing to us. Welcome to Delicious, Culver's in Yankton, located at 3208 Broadway Ave.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
A quick family meal doesn't always mean a stop at the drive-thru window. After a busy day of running, just light up the grill and put on some Sheboygan. Sheboygan brats, natural casing wieners, or all-beef stadium or quarterback hot dogs make a quick, easy, and delicious meal.
What does your phone and an auto show have in common? When you go to BillionAuto.com, everything. Start searching over 7,000 vehicles instantly. Chevy, Kia, GMCs, Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Ram, and much more. Plus, negotiate your best deal on all pre-owned vehicles and apply for credit pre-approval, all within a matter of minutes. 17 new car brands and thousands of used cars, all in the palm of your hand. It's like an auto show every day at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted. Not all will be approved.
This fall, sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop or goal line dance, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip-in from the rough. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat and catch the game. Whether it's dine-in or carry-out, Checkers menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and, of course, wings. With 17 specialty wing flavors, there's a sauce for everyone, like buffalo, spicy garlic, and honey chipotle. And don't forget to try their sauce of the month. You can get all these hot and ready to eat daily from 11 to 11. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill, 689-2244.
What a victory for the Yankton Bucks, 20-13 over renewed ESD football rival Watertown Arrows. And Jacob, what a performance, and mainly from the Yankton defense. That's what I'm most impressed with in this entire game.
Well, the defense, we've said it all year. This defense has played good. They've given up some plays at times. They've kind of had a bend but break mentality, a bend but don't break mentality at times this year. But they looked very good tonight, and they played up to their caliber. They really did. And the offense struggled at times to move the ball, but credit Watertown's defense too. They played really well tonight. So I think it was, the storyline of the game was definitely the defenses both showing up for these teams.
Yeah, it was a defensive struggle, kind of a classic, old school ESD matchup here at classic old Watertown Stadium. And we'll see maybe, Jacob, another very similar game next week as the Watertown Arrows are traveling to Crane Youngworth Field for the opening round of the playoffs.
That's going to be interesting because, now it's going to be interesting to see how both teams react after this game. Obviously, it's going to be at Yankton instead of being at Watertown, but how's Yankton going to respond? How's Watertown going to respond? And that's going to be interesting. That's kind of going to be one of the maybe the bigger storylines of this game is how are the teams going to react? How is each team going to come out next week?
All right, Jacob, why don't you go ahead and go over the overall stats for not the all stats, but just total yards, because we were talking about the defense. I need to tell Coach Colpitz where to go to find some people.
All right, total offense for tonight. Yankton ended with 382 yards, and Watertown ended with 186. And it's we'll go with passing yards. Yankton at 250, Watertown with 155. Yankton 132 rushing yards. Watertown was only able to muster up 31 rushing yards there. So big night offensively for Yankton, despite their struggles at times.
And it's time for our Hy-Vee post-game interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance. See if she can help you save some money. Coach Terry Huber. Coach, you cold out there?
Not too bad. I got a decent amount of insulation.
There you go. Does a victory help you warm up a little bit too?
It helps a lot. It feels good.
Hey, so not only just a classic rivalry renewed, but a victory to end the regular season, and just what a victory it was. It was really a defensive struggle, it seemed, and not for some reasons. We were talking on the way up here about old school ESD football. The offenses didn't struggle. It was really just the defenses that were really just making things happen.
Yeah, it was a big plays tonight. Coach Olson and Colpitz on the defense, they did a tremendous job. Offensively, at times we put some pressure on them, and that was, I don't like doing that, but the nice thing is we can lean on each other. I felt like all three aspects of the game tonight, we struggled in certain spots, and we did a very good job in others. So team win tonight. I was really proud of those guys.
Great job by Riken under some pressure, and he's always going to be right, and he was able to step up and scramble out, extend plays. Obviously, Gavin Swanson, just your workhorse in the backfield, and he's always going to get you 3 to 4, right? Maybe sometimes more, but always 3 to 4, it seems.
Exactly. I always tell him if we can get 3 yards a pop, after 4, that's 12 yards. So we're good right there. I can do that math. So he embodies that guy. He wants the ball every time he comes off. Coach. He wants that ball. So, it's really impressive. Rugby tonight, he was poised the whole game. Extremely proud of him. I haven't been able to talk to him since the game ended, but extremely proud of him tonight. There was a lot of stuff that they brought that they weren't showing on film. It was a lot of different stuff than we were expecting. Another game plan that changes at the drop of the hat right there. And so I was really proud of how he handled it throughout the entire game.
All right, we'll circle right back to that, but I really quick want to talk about the Wizard of Oz, Cody Oswald, doing Wizard of Oz things. Obviously, just every week he just brings something new and just has a new highlight, it seems. Just what a great performance.
Absolutely. He's a complete high-energy guy, a guy you can rely on, a guy who comes and he wants the ball, he wants to make the tackle, he wants to be that guy. After the game, standing with Colpitz, and he came up and he still got so much energy. I don't know where he finds it. It's really impressive. He's a really fun guy to coach.
I won't have you on this Saturday for the coaches show, so I do want to ask you an offensive line question while I have you here. So there was that one drive, I think it was in the third. Jacob might help me out, but where Riken was brought down a few times. What adjustments did you guys make? Did Rob get brought back in to kind of chip block a little bit? Or?
A little bit. They changed their blitzes up a little bit. So the nice thing is having Hawk in the middle, that he's a great senior leader, and he came up and he was talking to me already about, coach, they're doing this and this. Well, then we just make adjustments on the fly. That's why we practice them in the week. We look at possibilities, and they're a mature group, and they woke up to it. I was like, well, this is what we got to do. Just got to coach them up, and they made the plays.
So I can ask you, next week your opponent, probably Watertown. What can you tell me about this Watertown team? Coach, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? It's just going to be back-to-back, but both teams know each other, so part 2, the sequel, coming up.
Absolutely. Excited to get into some film tonight and, get back and, play another game this next week.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory. Safe travels back, and we'll talk to you next week.
You as well. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Coach Terry Huber, the offensive coordinator of the victorious Yankton Bucks. We're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break, come back, and we're just going to go ahead and wrap things up here from Watertown Stadium. This is Bucks football on KYNTV.
For a new look for your business?
JJ Benji's is a great source for new company clothing for you and your employees.
Now, if you don't know what to get or what's new, JJ Benji's can help.
JJ Benji's has lots of ideas of what the hottest apparel items are, the most popular styles or materials. There's always something new to get, and JJ Benji's is on top of it.
For screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your business, JJ Benji, 201 Pine Street, downtown Yankton. Look up. See that steeple on the hill? That's Mount Marty University, the region's premier Catholic university focused on academic excellence and student success. While you're exploring Yankton, stop by our campus, take a tour, meet our faculty, experience all of our changes and growth, and start imagining yourself as a Lancer. Now is the time to begin exploring your next big move. Visit mountmarty.edu. See yourself here.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run towards first or third base. That's simple human sense. Don't gamble.
Fall sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera, specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athlete back in the game in no time, offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
All right, welcome back to the Hy-Vee post-game show. Special thanks to Coach Terry Huber for joining us in our post-game interview. It's our last segment of the post-game show. Again, the Yankton Bucks 20-13 over the Watertown Arrows earned a home playoff game next Thursday versus the Watertown Arrows. We'll have an immediate rematch, and what a rematch that will be. I'm looking forward to it, Jacob.
That should be a fun one. This was a fun game tonight. Yeah. Regardless of who would have won, it was just a great football game, just as a fan to watch. So it should be a good one next week as well down at Crane.
Yeah, from historic Watertown Stadium to historic Crane-Youngworth Field should be a great time. All right, top performer of the game brought to you by Top Notch Window Cleaning. And receive great service for cleaning your home or commercial windows with Top Notch Window Cleaning. Contact them at yanktonwindowcleaning.com. All right, our top performer, I'm going to give it to Gavin Swanson as far as just being that workhorse, Jacob. Remember, this is different than the offensive player of the game and the defensive player of the game, but just overall, statistically, he just had a great night.
Yeah, he did. 22 carries, 87 yards. He didn't have any touchdowns, but he averaged 4 yards a carry, and we talked about that during the game, how it was just 3, 4, 5 yards a carry.
He moved the sticks.
Exactly, and that was all he needed to do, and it helped get the job done. So 22 carries, 87 yards for Gavin Swanson tonight.
Our Olson's Pest Technicians Pest of the Game, also known as our defensive player of the game. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Gavin Hazelhurst. He, it's one of those awards, Jacob. It can go to a lot of players. Cody Oswald had an interception, and there was some great stops by Yankton, a couple sacks. But Hazelhurst had for sure one of those sacks, and it was just, as Coach Colpitts would like to say, he ran around with his hair on fire, and as I had to scream that for him. But he really just had a great game, Jacob.
Yeah, he did. Hazelhurst, really from the beginning, from the very first possession.
Very
on defense,
disruptive.
Absolutely. He just was able to get in the backfield. He had the sack. He was able to put pressure on Drew Norberg and just make him run for his life a lot of times. He even made plays in the running game on defense, getting stops in the run. So he was all over the field tonight, and just Watertown never was really able to block him and stop him from making plays, or at least creating pressure.
Our offensive player of the game brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Who do we have, Jacob?
Our offensive player of the game, I think you got to go with Rugby Riken. He had a heck of a game. 22 of 29, passing 250 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
He very efficient with the football tonight, and just a great job there.
Yeah, and it's one of those awards that also, there's so many people for defensive player of the game, offensive player of the game, performer of the game. You could give it to Cody Oswald on the offensive end. You could give it to, obviously, we give it to Riken. Just so many players to choose from. Just an overall great performance on both sides of the ball, but really just that defensive, the entire defense. Jacob, that defense is almost our offensive player of the game because of just the fact that they were able to position Yankton the way they did.
They were able to make stops when they needed to. They were able to get the big plays that they needed to. We saw at the end of the first half, Cody Oswald with that interception. That just changed the momentum there as Watertown looked to tie it up before half, and Oswald with the big interception. He did have 8 catches for 85 yards tonight, so he had a great performance. Just a lot of big plays. That defense, though, was really what stood out.
All right, let's get into our highlight segment, and let's go ahead and start that, Jacob.
All right, well, it was the first score of the game came in the first quarter, and it was Yankton coming out, and with 4:39 to go, it was Rugby Riken with a 14-yard pass to Tyler Solar, which made the score 7-0, Yankton. And then that was it in the first half. That was all the scoring in the first half. And,
a real barn burner.
Exactly, yeah. But again, like we said, the defense has played really well. Then in the third quarter, with 9:34 to go, it was Cody Oswald with an 18-yard touchdown run, made the score 14-0, Yankton. And then right away, Watertown comes back, 15-yard touchdown pass from Drew Norberg to Cole Holden made the score 14-7. And then in the fourth quarter, we had a little bit more scoring. 11:51 to go. It was a 37-yard field goal by Trevor Paulson, which made it 17-7 Yankton. Watertown then answered with a 15-yard run by Owen Sparts off of that blocked punt. And then the extra point, though, was no good, and that made the score 17-13. And then with 1:25 to go, it was a 39-yard field goal by Trevor Paulson, which finished off the scoring and made it 20-13 Yankton.
And actually do believe we do have that second touchdown for Yankton. If our board operator, Aaron Seward, would like to play that.
One receiver to the right. And a quick counter to Cody Oswald. He bounces to the outside. He's at the 10, to the 5. There's a touchdown, Yankton! Put 6 on the board. Cody Oswald, second of the game.
All right, thank you. And of course, Jacob, as it usually is the case when we're on roads, especially in old classic stadiums, we had some tech stuff that we're trying to work through tonight. But you know what? We got through it.
Hey, it was a fun broadcast, a great game. Both teams played hard.
All right, and I do want to again mention the Cortrust Bank. This game alone has donated $66 to the Yankton Booster Club. And thanks to Trevor Paulson putting it through the uprights. One from 37, one from 39. Cortrust Bank proud to support the Yankton Bucks Adult Booster Club and helping you achieve your personal and business goals. Cortrust Bank, 2 locations. Yankton, raise your expectations. Member FDIC. All right, again, set you up for next week. Thursday matchup. It is the Watertown Arrows traveling to Yankton for a very quick rematch, but this time, loser goes home for the season. For Aaron, our board operator, all of our sponsors, and to Josh Bolter, our camera operator, for Jacob Wirtz, I'm Bryce Ladwig. Yankton wins, and we're heading home. This has been Yankton Bucks Football at KYNT and KYNTV.